Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Or should I say, welcome to the Soviet Republic, which I'm going to craft over the course of this gorgeous stream. Glorious was the word that I meant to use there, but gorgeous works too, because we're going to be creating a glorious republic, a glorious Soviet republic, so I'm delighted to have everyone along for the ride. How is everyone doing? Please let me know in chat. Let me know. Say hello. Don't be shy. My mistakes are only brought to light if you comment the heck out of chat. Comment the heck out of chat. I think you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm just gonna boot on up right now, and then we're gonna be able to jump on into a brand new save file. I think we're gonna be playing with all the trimmings on. So we're going to be playing with all of the requirements of state, i.e., a good education service. And a good fuel setup and a good fuel system. Anyway, yes, let's jump on into things right over here. Bish bash bosh. Ah, I can hear the music. Ha! It's me. Look, I even put on my fantastic red jumper, the only red piece of clothing that I own, as it turns out. Let's just let the video game catch up for just a second here. It should just alert itself to the fact that I do indeed have a video game open on in the background. But otherwise, hello everyone. How's it going? How's it going? I've had a crazy week. I've had an absolutely bonkers week, but it's fine because now is a good time to unwind and play a little bit of Soviet Republic game, which is, as luck would have it, not wanting to be picked up at all for some obscure reason, and I'm not entirely sure why that is the case. Just give me a secondi here. Man, I love it when technical difficulties. I love it when technical difficulties occur, and there is like sweet little that I can do about it. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Right, here we go. Here we go. There, bish bash bosh. There we go. Fantastic. Right, and that goes in right about there. All right, now it should work. Just wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. There we go. What do you know? It ends up working. It's a little bit borked, but yeah, you know, that's a good start, right? That's a very good start, eh? There we go. There we go. A nice reasonable size. A nice reasonable size. Perfect. Oh, goodness gracious me. What a day. What a day. What a week. What a year. What a glorious occasion with which to start this the life of this wonderful little Soviet Republic. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm feeling good about this, actually. I think that we're going to be starting on the populated map. I just prefer the populated map just as a much more interesting place in which to do business. It just makes sense. It makes sense to start with the populated map because then you're starting from a template that is actually somewhat realistic. Yeah, okay. There's only one map that we can really choose. Starting population, I'm gonna bump up to max. I'm gonna stick it on hard because I do actually believe that I'll be able to cope with that. However, I'm going to put the money on easy. That just means that we can get off to a much better start. Unsatisfied citizens reaction. Yep, I'm going to put that on great. Yeah, I mean, the thing about this is that if they don't like me, then they just move away, which is always a massive pain. So maybe I'll tone that down to reasonable because I'll keep it on hard actually, but whatever. Okay, energy management, buildings and vehicles. Yes, absolutely. Day-night cycle, I'm going to disable that, even though, I mean, functionally, there is absolutely zero difference, I believe, to the game. It literally just makes half the screen go dark, which I absolutely hate. Because when you're streaming, it's a complete nightmare. It's a complete nightmare, and it looks god awful. It looks terrible. Alavant, hello, how you doing? Would you be ever so kind to change the docket? We've got people complaining about that. Building fires frequent. I mean, I'm actually gonna tone that down to normal because, in fact, you know what? No, screw it. We're gonna go hardcore. Global events. It's in early access anyway, so I can't do that. It's fine. Pollution, I'm going to enable pollution. I've never actually had any issue with pollution because I'm a great city manager. Year of start, you know, let's stick it in 1980. Sure, vehicles, lock according to year, or all. All. Let's get the best of the best. And education complex. Children automatically reach basic education. No elementary schools needed for newborn citizens. Parents can work even whilst their children are under 6 years old. Or you need to teach children in school. Okay, let's keep it at complex. Maximum population. I feel like this is probably a difficulty somewhere between medium and hard. The money amount, yeah, sure, that is fair. Like, we could bump that right the way up to very, very difficult. But I'm not going to do that. Purely because it's just going to take us a heck of a long time to get started, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. However, keeping unsatisfied citizens' reactions on hard means that we do, of course, have to cope with all of the demands that come with running a state. So that's very, 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 very exciting. Locusts of Borg, thanks for the follow, my dude. Very, very good of you. Alrighty. So let's see exactly what we've got in store. I'm going to pause. This is 1980. This is the first time that I've properly played from 1980. So there we go. There we go. All right, where do we want to found NovoyaPotatograd, which is what I'm going to be referring to it as, because I can't have old Potatograd. I feel like I've had a good time with this area as Potatograd, but we need to start thinking about somewhere else as a Potatograd. Somewhere where there's iron, perhaps. Somewhere where there's coal. I mean, what about this area over here? Is there anything out here? Not really. In fact, there is precious little. There's precious little around in terms of cities other than on the river, basically. Basically, the cities are on the river. I mean, I feel like this area would be a fantastic location for a mega city because half of it is technically already there. We just sort of need to merge the new communities, or the two communities, should I say. So that would be kind of fun. Is there anything really around here that we can export? Not really. The other sort of major negative is that this area is pretty darn far away from the border. So that's not really very fun. What if we were to pick sort of a border town? Yeah. I mean, we could always think about trading with the Americans, the filthy Americans. We could do that. I mean, it's not my preferred course of action, but I mean, we could pick this as NovoyaPotatograd. I think I might actually want to do that. I think let's go for it. Let's rename this area Potatograd. I sort of wanted a river town anyway, because it means that we can expand across the river in a really sort of nice fashion. We can get some nice bridges going. Right. The founding city. NovoyaPotatograd. Oh. NovoyaPotatograd. Okay, I mean, that looks utterly awful. I mean, is there any way in which I can not make that look as bad as it does? Ooh, okay. Okay, apparently not. Apparently that's there. That's a mark of shame to the entire nation. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, what do we want to get set up first? Well, last series, or the series on YouTube that I did, I ended up getting oil first. I actually think that, unbeknownst to me, yeah, there is a fairly significant amount of oil right over here. Is that what we really want to go for? I don't know. Trading with the Americans as the Soviet Republic, shame. I know. But I mean, we don't have to do it. It just would probably be our best course of action. Yeah, so we're going to be building everything with dollars. When I say everything with dollars, we're going to be building a fair amount of stuff with dollars. So that's quite fun. HG, how you doing? Name the town after your subs. Hey, that's a great shout, actually. If you want a town named across the city, then subscribe. Hey, you know, when you help get the channel to the next emote level, which is a thing. So yeah, if you're a sub, I'll name a town after you. That's quite fun, right? That's really fun, in fact. Okay, so NovoyaPotatograd. I tell you what, it's got quite a Soviet feel to it. It really does. It really does. All right, I think that we want to probably go for oil again. I say again, it's just such a good, important thing to do. I would really, really like on this occasion to try and get a self-sufficient building industry up and running. So if we can get a construction office and we can, you know, make our own roads and stuff, that would be really, really good. I'd really quite like to do that. Right, let's have a little look at this oil patch. It's around here somewhere. Right, should be literally just over here. Yeah. Where is it? It's even closer. It's even closer to NovoyaPotatograd than I originally anticipated. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's try and exploit this oil for absolutely everything that it's worth. And then let's try and ship it to Potatograd. Or New Potatograd. And then we're going to try and turn that into something more valuable, and then we're going to ship it to the border. Right. And what I want to do here is I want to absolutely make sure that I have all of these guys have access to the road, because I want to make sure that I stick a fire station right in the middle. That's going to be the aim of my game today. All right, great. Get that in place. Perfect. How's that looking? That's looking not too bad. All right. That's good coverage. That's good coverage there. Let's get roads linking up everything right over here. Okay, just regular muddy roads would be absolutely fine. We can do a bunch of the pipeline stuff in just a second. But for now, muddy roads will have to do. And we're going to keep it paused until we have sort of a nice basic level of... service provided to all of these oil wells. That's the plan, anyway. That is indeed the plan. Alright. Why Potatograd? I always thought of a very university name. I mean, why not? I like naming the town after me. That's pretty much it, to be honest. It's literally that simple. I am that vain. That's it. Okay. Right. I'm thinking that instead of the strategy that we employed last time, where we sort of bust people out of town, I think straight away we knock down one of these houses and we literally just put a train down, like, right in the center of town, or as near as the center of town as possible. I actually think that maybe we could just do away with this street right here. Right. Okay. Let me see. I think I want to try and upgrade my housing stock pretty darned quickly. By upgrade, I mean, of course, turn everything into the same uniform type of drab Soviet housing. Drab, I mean, beautiful. I mean, gorgeous. Architecturally wonderful. Okay. Let's get that down there. I'm not going to do get citizens. Get citizens is not what I'm after on this occasion. I want to get I want to get these people all moved out of here relatively swiftly. 120 people over there as well probably need to go. Instead, I will get a house right over here as well. There we go. And let's move all of my residents right over yonder. Wonderful. Demolish this nonsense. And right over here. And right over there. And then we demolish this nonsense. Alright, grand. Then let's go and stick in a brand new train station right in the middle. There we go. Okay. Alright, that road probably shouldn't have been removed, but that's okay. Right, I want a pretty big train station, to be honest. Train platform small or a regular train platform. I think I want a regular train platform, to be honest. Yep, something akin to that. And let's get a bunch of pathways linking it up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, usually it works better if we have an exit route for the trains. However, I'm just wondering if indeed we're going to be able to fit in an exit route over here. Well, it looks good. Building is in the way. Too sharp a turn. Oh. That actually legit works. Okay, let me see. Can I run a train track right down the back here? Would that be possible? It's close. It's close. Oh boy, that does actually work. Okay, let's take this road back here on a temporary basis. Oh my goodness, that actually works. Okay, this started as a crazy idea, but I'm now even more convinced that it will actually work. Oh boy. Right, so can't place a signal there, but we can place a signal there, and we can place a signal there. So let's get the directionality sorted. Let's try and bring it right over here. Okay, no, let's indeed just cancel that and go back. Alright. Alavant using his overlord powers to time people out. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let's try and bring the track somewhere that isn't going to interfere with anything too much. And then I probably want to try and get the oil refinery, like, over here. Right. Wonderful. I mean, this is going to cost a heck of a lot of money to do, but it'll absolutely be worth it. Absolutely be worth it. Okay. I tell you what, I could from the get-go just start with electric trains. I feel like that would be a really great way to immediately save like a heck of a lot of money, because I didn't really explore electric trains during the YouTube series, so it would be pretty darn good to do it right now, I think. Okay, but let's get that in place. Let's get a not a bus platform. Instead, we'll get a train platform small right over here. Let's get it right there, sure. Take that track back a little bit, and we're going to use electrified track. There we go. All right. Okay, merge into one track. Perfect. And then this track over here, which is going to work in just a second. There we go. I told you it was going to work. We'll get this to curve around here. Too big a climb uphill. I'm sure we can manage. Right, that's easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The way that we place the train tracks, I mean, this isn't really going to be the final route that they end up taking. This is a bit of a lame route for them to take. So I would strongly imagine that in the future they're going to be taking a very different route. This is just something to get us started, you know? Right. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, we're only gonna have space for like one train on here, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll roll with it for now. So that's the sort of basic setup. Let's also plan out a little bit of infrastructure that will allow us to connect up the what is it? The oil refinery. That's indeed what I'm trying to talk about. 300,000 rubles. Yes, please. Great. Okay, can I put the input over here? Cool. Right, let's get this flattened. It's going to be quite a sum. I should probably buy myself some some trucks. Yeah, I should probably get myself a construction office. Keep costs to a minimum. There's no need for it to be in the center of town. We'll get it out here. Right. Okay, I will flatten the terrain. Sure. Bear in mind, you know, we're a couple of months in. In fact, we're barely even that. So, you know, we're managing. We're managing adequately, I would say. This is good. Okay, so as I have a sip of my tea, Soviet tea, I will have you know. Okay, let's get that connected up like so. Right, we need to work on the inputs for the... We need to work on the inputs for the oil factory. I'd like to get the oil wells all set up and ready to produce as swiftly as possible. So we're going to do the pipelines right now. Now, what I discovered was that there is a method to doing this. There is a very, very, very good way to do this. And it involves, hold up, it involves a free, oh yeah, I don't have a free thingy yet. I don't have a construction office yet. Right, it involves this. This is a wonderful strategy that allows everything to be connected into a central column. Okay. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way along just like so. And we're going to make sure that it's as high as reasonably possible. And then right down there. And then we're going to shift direction. Bring it over this way a little bit. Up to the max. And down like that. Okay, and then the input needs to be all the way over there. So I would think that we'll probably have to get a few more pumping stations in. Probably one right over there. There we go. And right over here. And right over here. And down right over there. And then I think that that will probably suffice in terms of pipes needed. There we go. I mean, that looks pretty darn good if I do say so myself. Let's get everything connected up right now. Why are you guys XDing in chat? What the heck is going on? This is a wild, wild time in chat right now. Right, hold up. Let's get this right in there. And let's get this right over here. I probably don't need to keep the pipes as high as I'm keeping them at the moment. But this is fine. Okay. Right, and that goes over there. Grand. Right, looking pretty darn good. And I'm gonna leave these pipes as high as possible so that I can make sure that we've got room to expand this if indeed we need to. I don't think that we will ever need to expand this area, as we've already capitalized on most of the oil here anyway, but you never know. Might need to in the future. Okay, down into there. Ah, that's my first mistake. But it won't be the last, that's for sure. Okay, this is going to have to stick low to the ground, but that's okay. That's fine. It's okay. I'm legit more focused on chat than the actual stream. Like, what is Orbital even doing? Orbital is creating an absolutely massive oil refinery setup at the moment. And it's going quite well, I would hasten to add. It's going very well. Okay. This plugs in right over there. Right. And then this over here. In fact, let's move it down a little bit. Just like so. Great. And up, up, and across. Fantastic. This is great. This is great. In fact, it's looking very, 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 very good. That's all of our oil terminals linked up. What I should do before I build this anyway is try and link this up to a a storage area. So we'll do this here. And then we will have a bunch of tanks right there, and then right there. And then we'll have an input over here. Right over here and over there. That looks pretty darn good. I just need to make sure that we connect up all of the inputs into the pumps. There we go. Make sure that they're all as high as possible. There we go. All right, how much does everyone think this is going to cost? I think this is going to cost at least for maybe 3 million rubles. 3 million rubles. Let me know. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? How much is this whole thing going to cost? I've got a massive train track to build. I've got a oil refinery to build. I've got literally thousands and thousands. 2.5 million. It's going to cost me my sanity. I think 2.5 million is a good bet. Should we unpause and have a little look? It's going to cost me my sanity. Well, I mean, it's all done. Right, let's have a look. So, we've gone from about 9.7. 9.7 all the way down to... Right, bear in mind, we haven't got the big expense here. But even without that, I mean, that's only 300,000 rubles. That's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad at all. I mean, that's a slap down, knock down price, that is, for sure. Right, let's get roads connected up. I want to make sure that we can always reach everything by a fire station. Gosh darn it, I knew that I knew there was a reason why I told myself, you know, don't lay these pipes down flat. That's just so darn stupid. So darn stupid. That road is going to be chronically far too close to the pumping station. I just can tell. It's not. I can't tell anything, apparently. I can tell that I'm an idiot. That's what I can tell. Right, get that connected up. Everything needs to be connected up. That is the rule. That is the rule. That is the lay of the land. Okay. Link that up. Can I get this up too? There we go. And let's get ourselves some bulldozers and excavators. Let's get the nice expensive ones as well. Nice. Any American ones by any chance? Ooh. Didn't realize that the Americans actually had one. They've got a dumper truck. Oh boy, that's cool. And they do indeed have a bulldozer. A bulldozer big. My oh my oh my. I'm interested. Right, I'm gonna buy this stuff. This is great. Right, cool. Well, we can get the oil refinery up and running as swiftly as possible. That would be great. I also want to start buying in some power. We're going to have to buy in some power from the American side, I suspect, since we're so darned close to it, right? Might as well. Right. We should probably have, like, a power station area. Distance between the poles is too far. That'll be because of the river. That's okay. Yeah, okay. So we're going to try and have a power station area right up here. And let's just get that built first. Okay. Auto build from rubles. Let's get that turned off. There's no reason not to sculpt the land ourselves. And let's get some nice, expensive power cable to power up the area. Okay, grand. Let's get this all planned out before we bite the bullet. Okay, wowzers, what the heck is that? 450 workers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, I didn't realize that everyone was so keen to work. I must say, though, I'm delighted. This is fantastic news. That is breaking the cardinal rule of this video game, and that is that everything needs to be connected up by road. If it's not connected up by road, then as far as I'm concerned, it is a liability. It is a fire waiting to happen if we don't connect it up. Okay, can I... Oh. I knew there was an angle there. There's always an angle. Okay. Let's get that all hooked up. There we go. Great. Get that finished. NovoyaPotatograd is looking fantastic. It's looking really, really good. Looking really, really good. Okay. Let's see if we can upgrade this bit of track that I have yet to convert to electric. As I say, we're going all electric right from the very beginning. Right from the very start, we're all about that renewable energy. We're going for it. Okay. Great. Right, that in itself is going to be quite expensive. Potato hasn't got an OBS for setting up a browser? What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Wait, why did it half build? What? Right. Not entirely sure why it shows as half building and then just doesn't build the rest of it. Slightly peculiar, but that's alright. Right, fine. Okay, that's that area all up and running. We're going to need to get this area completely powered up. And we need to get a railroad electrification up and running. We can probably set that up right about here, I would imagine. Yep. I'm just going to auto-build for now. And we'll link that up there. Link that up there. And link that up there. Link that up there. Now, I'm not actually entirely sure how this thing works. I think it charges up. I think it charges up the trains. But I mean, I did sort of experiment with it a little bit in the YouTube series, but I never really seemed to get very much done with it. Right, let's also get this built. Not entirely sure why that's not been built as of yet, but that's fine. Let's also go to power cabling and get that all sorted. That's great. Right. Okay, so that is not powered up yet. That's because we haven't started buying in power. That's a-okay with me. We will work on that in just a second. That needs to get built. Cool. Okay, let's start importing power, and we can get power to all of our citizens, and that's going to be pretty darn important. Right, 10%, that's sure. A kilowatt hour is fine enough. That's great. So that's going to be our dollars starting to tick down. Hold up. What the heck is going on here? Why is this not being built? Right. Let's get that built. Not entirely sure why that's not working. What I also want to do is get a source of electricity over here. There we go. Probably 2 is what we need. There we go. And a third one right over here. And, well, definitely a fourth one right over here as well. Right. Good. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to split this area up. I'm going to split this area up right there. And we're going to get in a high voltage switch to come and occupy the middle. Which isn't going to have a road connection, but it's going to be one of the only buildings that doesn't actually have a road connection. Get that reconnected up, get that reconnected up. And then we can use this to power what will be an entirely separate area. And I'm also going to dump down a power transformer here as well. That may seem kind of silly to have 2 power transformers in such close proximity to one another. It just makes it slightly easier. And then that means that I'm going to be using slightly less powerful cables. There we go. Do I want to buy you Borderlands 3? No, not at all. Not even slightly. I don't know. Does it look like a good game? I don't know. Borderlands is all right, you know. It's all right. But it's distinctly falls in that category where it is absolutely all right and absolutely nothing more. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done a big old cable right across there. All right, so that should be power everywhere, right? We should have power up here. Yes, we do indeed. That's great. So we've got power. Now we just need workers. Now we just need oil. And oil should be coming in like soon. Yeah. Operating without issues. Operating without issues. Operating without issues. No input connection. Oh. Huh. That's a very good point. I should probably make this pipeline go somewhere. Right. No worries. Sort that out. Great. So as of right now, we've only blown through about 1.5 million rubles. That's perfect. That's absolutely where we want to be right now. Okay, 430 workers waiting at the station. We need to be very, very careful about not letting too many of our workers just sort of atrophy into nothingness. So I'm going to set up some shopping facilities. I'm also going to ditch some of these really old, miserable houses. And I'm probably going to reestablish some houses right next to the train station. Because this is sort of dead land at the moment. And we could definitely do with having some brand new houses. Right. Demolish that. Yep. And can I get another house in here? That's a gosh darn shame. Right. Ditch this. I can still definitely fit another house in here. So when you think about it, we are increasing the population density of NovoyaPotatograd just by doing this, as we've only ditched 2 houses, one of which housed, I think, 96 people or something, and then the other one which housed about 120. So on the whole, there's about a net gain of whatever it is, I don't know, 60 or 70 people, which is pretty darn good. I should probably at least get gravel roads in NovoyaPotatograd. Right, and let's make sure that everyone can walk to the train station. Right. Is there gonna be a way for people to... Alright, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I guess that kind of works. It's a little bit tight, but that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It can be tight. That's okay. That's fine. Right, so no one lives there at the moment, but that's okay. We'll deal with that in just a second. Because what I want to do is I want to relocate all of the citizens from this house here. Delete that. And this house right here. I can actually fit them both in that single block of flats. And we can just delete them both. Then let's cancel all the footpaths. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to get a bunch of facilities for the proletariat right here. I'm going to get a small shopping center right in the corner over here. The irritating thing is that I want to make sure that it's connected by road. There we go. All right, get that sorted. I have absolutely no idea, by the way, why these things have factory connections. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion, as to why they have factory connections. But it doesn't particularly matter. I'm not the brains of the operation. I just play the darn game. Right, let's get some football fields as well. Man, that works unbelievably fantastically. So get a football field over there and get a football field over here as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little nice road. A little nice road? A nice little road, sure. Ditch that, and let's get a road right down the middle. Yeah, get a road right down the middle. And what other facilities do we need to get access? Do we need to access, or do people need access to? Ah, yes, educational facilities. I haven't considered that. Church, spirituality. There is a church right on the other side. However, I'm not opposed to, you know, to getting cheats up and running. That's not a problem. I don't mind. I also want to make sure that I build this area in mind, or I build this city with large car parking lots in mind. There we go. So let's get at least 3 car parks nearby, so that when the time comes, we can buy absolutely everyone that deserves it. Of course, you have to be university educated and a very, very loyal citizen of the Republic in order to deserve it. But, you know, assuming that you satisfy those 2 conditions, then you'll be given a car. I find that ludicrous, how that's even a thing that can happen, but you'll be given a car. Right. School and a kindergarten. Let's get that in place. Let's make sure that there's a path that goes right down here. Is that going to even be possible? I'm perturbed at how this isn't working. This should be working. Buildings are centrally designed by the Department of Connection Layout, and the designs are perfect. Alterations and improvement are trees and suggestions. They could be different is an imperious plot. I tell you what. That is exactly right. That is exactly right. Any suggestion that that this grid isn't exactly how it's supposed to look is just complete nonsense. Although I must say that it does disturb me a lot how I'm not able to connect up this path right over here. Soviet engineers gave us so much good stuff, and yet here we are with such a awful situation. Okay, try disconnecting that. Try disconnecting that. Right, and then... Oh, come on, my dude. You can't even have bridges. Okay. I think I'm just gonna ditch this road right here. I think I don't value that road enough. Yeah, get that over there. Sure. There we go. Okay, will that allow me to reconnect up now? It looked good. It looked so good. It looked so good. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh! I had it. I had it. It was there. One of these days it'll just work. If it goes, then it goes. This is going to be great. It's from the reviews. Okay, hold on. I don't know. That's a fantastic little ditty. I like that. Okay. Where did the good stuff go? Come on, video game. I mean, there's like a literal... Oh my god. That's a millimeter. There's a millimeter where it's perfect. Okay, so that does actually work. That totally connects up. That's great. Let's get some accompanying footpaths to make sure that everyone can access it. All completely fine. Great. Footpath over there. I cannot believe that actually worked. That is fantastic. Okay, good. So that's looking pretty darn swell, if you ask me. We've got a kindergarten right behind there. Now, everyone should be able to access the kindergarten that are living in these houses. Yep. What about you? What can you access? You guys can actually access the kindergarten as well, so I guess we'll leave that there for now. You can access the kindergarten. Presumably, you can access the kindergarten as well. Just... can't access the school, but that's okay. And you can access everything that matters anyway. I mean, if we could sort of create like a little pathway through the middle here, then that would mean yet more access for all of our good peoples, which is indeed the aim of the game. Right, let's get that to curve around just a little smidge. And... oh, look at that. Okay, that's great. So that should mean that you're able to easily access the kindergarten now. And so are you, but still not the school, unfortunately. That's just a little bit far away. However, I have a plan. Does that mean that you can now access the school? It does indeed. This is glorious. This is glorious. This is fantastic. This is working really, really well. All right. Delighted at how well this is working. Okay. Before I continue to be so delighted as to forget the whole purpose of this game is to make money, or at least to some extent, I don't think that the true purpose of this game is to make money. The true purpose of this game is, of course, to create a socialist utopia. But otherwise, I want to get money. Money is the only thing, ironically, that will allow me to construct my Soviet utopia. Okay. Let's get this in here, like so. Great. Another quote from the reviews. Your people need spirituality, but it's not possible to build anything that gives them spirituality. Ah, you found our test. Religion is banned. Only faith is a faith in party. Anyone requiring spirituality is to be purged and sent to the mines until they forget. You knew this was a test, yes? Good. Return to your struggle. Very, very true. That is very, very true. Although, if you cheat, then you can actually, make religion. You can actually make religion buildings. It's true. I do enjoy a cheat. What is the direction of travel that we've got over here? The direction of travel is... I'll place a thing right there so that I can see exactly what direction I need to be going in. Perfect. That's looking pretty darn good. And we will get a branch off here. There we go. And right up this way. Right over there. Fantastic. And that will be both directions of travel from that direction. Do I care about getting this side hooked up as well? No, I don't think I do, actually. I think we're just going to leave that like that. Okay, let's get activated. Let's get activated. Let's get physical, as Olivia Newton-John would indeed say. Okay, do I want to splurge my my dollary dues? Or do I want to splurge my rubly roos? I think I want to splurge my rubly roos, as they're the only people with which I can buy a electric locomotive from. Right, do I need a super expensive electric locomotive? I don't think I do. I don't think I do at all. I think we keep it chill, we keep it cheap. You know, this is just a passenger mover. 3,700, 3,700. I mean, this thing is slightly better, I think. It's got slightly more engine power. Sure. Let's get it bought. We could indeed get a motor wagon. Or, in fact, we could get a train set. Is a train set a good deal? I don't really think that it is a good deal, to be honest. No, it doesn't. It's just not a good deal at all. Right, give me a big old passenger wagon. 45 tons, 27, RT200 personal car. Or passenger car even, not personal car. 98 passengers. I mean, 155 is the going number. Oh my goodness. It's too big. Right. Turns out we can only fit 4 of those on. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. Right. There, and then over to there. Literally, that is what I'm interested in. I don't want students, I don't want passengers, don't want students, don't want passengers, don't want students, don't want passengers. Literally, just workers. Right, now are we going to immediately run into a bit of an issue here? This area doesn't look like it's properly electrified, and there is precious little that I can do about it. I don't know how to fix that. I guess we're just gonna wait until that becomes a problem. And then we can deal with it, right? Sure. That seems totally rational. 620 passengers capacity over there. That's pretty darn good. Right, now, we've sorted this area for food. I think we probably want to get another sort of food education area right over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a brand new flat. I'm going to build a brand new flat, and I'm going to have a bunch of people move to it. Residential buildings. Yep. I say a bunch of people move to it. I'm going to force a bunch of people to move flats, and then I'm going to Well, they're gonna have brand new shopping facilities, aren't they? Underwater or too close to the water? That is such a defeatist attitude. Right. Give me a little bit of terrain. Why am I auto-building from rubles? It's almost like I've got a bunch of diggers who will do the job for me. Right. The reason that I want this to be connected by road is, of course, now obvious. There we go. I need to make sure that when I do eventually place a fire station, it will be able to access absolutely everything around. Okay. And that's the one. Should I get another one over here? I think I'm going to get another flat over here. There we go. Just a little bigger. I don't want to completely terraform the river. There we go. I don't want to, as of yet anyway, I don't want to yet eat into the entirety of the river. I did that in the last series, and you know, it worked. Can I get 2 flats on here? You know, it worked. The river is a bounty that is absolutely worth pursuing. But you know, it makes the scenery look a little bit drabber, you know? Too sharp a turn? Too sharp a turn for what? What's going on here? There we go. Ditch that. Right, great. Get that built. And that will be our two flats that I think will suffice when it comes to moving these 2 flats of people out. Move them out. I'm gonna move them. I'm gonna relocate them. I'm gonna relocate these two flats worth of people. Relocate them into this building here, and this building here. That one can stay empty, at least for now. Cool, get rid of these 2. And in fact, I could probably get rid of this one as well. Right. That way, we're going to have ample space to create a whole bunch more facilities. I also need to make sure that all of these guys have electricity. At the moment, they don't really have electricity, I don't believe. I also kind of have a little bit of a concern that they may not be within walking distance of the station. Yes, that is indeed the case. Is there anything that I can do to rectify that immediately, or is there no way that that is going to be possible? I mean, if I was to level this out a little bit... Hold on. I was to level this out. That's with rubles again. Gosh darn it. And I was to bring a footpath down this way. Stick it in over there. Would that shorten the walking distance to the station? It looks close. It looks close, but it looks like it's not gonna make it. I mean, if I was to move everyone out of this house and into this house instead, ditch that house. Yep. And then make a nice little shortcut across the park. Would that make a difference? I mean, most people look to be... There we go. Okay, so are you able to walk to the station? You are indeed able to walk to the station now. And you're also able to walk to the station. Okay, that worked. That worked with shocking proficiency. Okay, I'm gonna need to obviously redo this path in time, but for now, it's good enough. Okay, am I making money? 300 and something workers. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's grand. That is a grand old number. Holy cow. Wowzers. All right. Well, there you go. We're going to start making oil almost immediately. In fact, we're going to be making it so immediately that I don't actually have any idea where we're going to store it. We'll store it over here for now. Stop doing that. Right. Okay. Two storage vestibules is all that is required. Sure. And over there, like so. Grand. Let's get that all funded. Let's get a nice little road network up and running as well. And let's get you funded. Let's get you funded. probably should have ensured that I make sure I allocate these guys a resource to store first. Right, store that item. Oh, you gosh darn idiot. There we go. Okay, bitumen and fuel. Okay, we didn't do too bad a job there. Right, that'll do for a while. I don't know how much oil this field is producing. We cannot store or export. Oh, hold up. Is this not connected properly? What's going on here? Is that happening to any of the other ones? No, it just looks like this one right here. Is there an issue? Not sure what the problem seems to be. Okay, let's have a crack at changing this pipeline. Right. Sort of try and keep it as simple as possible. See if that makes any difference. Alright, that seems to have cleared the backlog. That's quite good. Alright, it's a pretty small oil field in comparison to oil grads. But, I mean, that's okay. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. Pretty reasonable size. It'll definitely net us a good amount of cash. I don't think that we really have the... Oh my goodness. 300 workers? That is so ridiculous. Okay. Let's get everyone satisfied first. Okay, that's actually every house in Potatograd. Yeah, so as long as we've got power over here, then we should be totally fine. Okay, that's great. Yeah, that is in fact an MVP substation. Right, let's get a small shopping center up and running. Oh, come on. How does that not want to fit? How does that not want to fit? That's ridiculous. Let's have a look at the wireframe over there. Oh my goodness. This is a travesty of modern time. Right, well, we'll get that in there. We'll get a pub for sure hooked up over here. There we go. Pub over there. Grand. Let's get a cinema. We could probably get a cinema. Yeah, let's get a cinema. Get a cinema all the way over here so that we don't have to worry about space when we're considering the school. There we go. School and a kindergarten can go right about there. The reason that I want it to go right there is so that I can get a path from this side right up here into there. Perfect. Cool. That should probably be gravel. Right. Let's get all of this stuff built. Okay. This is the stuff that really costs a lot of money. I don't know why, but it always seems to cost a lot more than I expect. Okay. Let's make sure that everything is connected up properly. Bish bash bosh. Right. Alright, get rid of that wireframe, which gives me a headache all the time. Okay, what do you know? That seems to work pretty darn well. 82 workers without a job. 2 children can't go to school because there is no school or places available. Well, there are now. There are indeed now school places available, which is grand. 68 workers without a job. Everyone should be getting a job fairly shortly. 124 workers are on their way to the oil refinery. But we are actually, unbelievably, out of oil to refine. I mean, I can just buy in oil. So I can just purchase resources for... auto-purchase a bunch of oil. Sure. Let's auto-purchase a bunch of oil. And let's just refine that oil into whatever. I mean, if we look at the cost, right? So it costs... Cost of delivery per ton, right? Is $19. So... if we do the maths here, $19 plus 56 per ton. right? That's about 69. Hey, 69. $69 per ton, right? Whereas we can sell fuel for $135, and we can also sell bitumen for $219. So you do the maths on that, and what do you know? It all works out fairly well. So I'm pretty happy about that. You know, we can definitely make money whilst the glove is hot. You know what I mean? Yeah, make hay whilst the sun shines. You get the picture, right? The one thing that I do worry about is that how do I get a I don't think you can actually buy any road vehicles to transport oil. I must be misremembering that. There must be. Road vehicles depot. Let's get a road vehicles depot. Sure, let's get that stuck down. How do I fill it up? How am I going to fill it up? How do I connect it to... I mean, presumably I can... Yeah, I can get trucks to come in here. So there definitely must be a truck to connect it up. What is it called? It'll be a... Yeah, an oil tank. Yeah, there definitely is. The sister tankers can take oil. Yeah, they definitely can. But how do I get them to take oil from a vehicle depot? Can I, not a vehicle depot, a road cargo station? Is that even possible? Can I even do that? I guess that's not possible. I mean, that's kind of lame. If that's the case, oil tank, 5 tons of oil. Can take 5 tons of oil. I don't think I can connect it up to the road vehicles depot, the road cargo station. I just don't think that's possible. I mean, I can still make this system work without it, but it's a bit irritating actually. Okay, 13 tons of oil. 13 tons of oil. I think that's the max that I'm going to be able to take. Right. Let's get sure 13 tons of oil, 13 tons of fuel. Right. I'll do that. No road oil loading station, though? I don't believe so. I mean, there's the gas station. I don't know if I can, like, link it up to the gas station and get it to move like that. Maybe just from the refinery. I mean, I can still get it to, like... There's still a truck space in the depot, which presumably means that I can load from the truck right there. But it's not like there's a factory connection on the oil refinery. There's no factory connection on the oil refinery. I mean, there are pipelines. There's no... I can't connect up to a pipe pumping station and get the oil thing to unload there. I think I just have to do it to the tank. It's just not the end of the world. It's still fine. I mean, I guess the implied message is that I should probably be using trains. I should probably be using trains in order to transport oil. But I mean, I don't really want to do that. Don't really want to do that right now. Although, I could indeed do it. Right. Load 100% of anything. Wait until loaded. Yep. And then literally just drive all the way to the border. And unload there. I mean, I could pipe it all the way to the border, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, it must be so much cheaper just to do it by train, right? I mean, I know it's cheaper to do it by train, but I'm just going to try like this. We're going to try it. Okay, so 1... 2, 3, 4. Right, let's get these guys all dispatched. Right. And I'm going to fill up with petrol on the way as well. Right, let's get that on the go. And let's put fill up with petrol. You know what I mean. Put a filling station. Put a filling station in right about there. We'll get you to auto purchase, but we'll get you to auto purchase it with dollars. There we go. Auto purchase with dollars so that we'll be able to replenish it. We are buying some stuff with rubles at the moment, although that presumably will need to change. I mean, it will need to change for sure. Okay. Auto purchase more. 200 tons? If I purchase 200 tons of oil... Will that make a difference in the sort of cost per ton? I don't necessarily think that it will. Okay, but this is fine. This is all fine. There's a train oil loading station. There's also a road oil loading station. Is there? I don't see it anywhere. That's the train one, yeah, for sure. But the oil one? Is it a gas station? Is that what it is? The train oil station is also a load... oh, hold up. Sorry, I misread what you said. Is it, though? I mean, it can load stuff, but I don't... Is it a bespoke... Is it a bespoke one? Let me have a look. Hold on. I want to put it, like, round about there. Okay, let's have a look at this. Sure. I literally do not think that I've ever used this guy for road cargo. I've only ever used him for rail cargo. Is there room for trucks? I mean, there's definitely access. Should we have an experiment? Should we have a little test here? Too sharp a turn, building is in the way. For fuel, you can use gas stations. I mean, can I? I mean, I don't think that you can actually input not conveyors. Yeah, pipelines. You can't input pipelines into gas stations. You can into train fuel stations. See, that's the thing, is that if I put down a train diesel station, it has inputs for diesel. So you can definitely input diesel directly into there, but you can't input fuel into a fuel station, if that makes sense. A road fuel station. It's ridiculous. Right, each of these is like $2,000. That's pretty darn good, to be honest. That is pretty darn good. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna ditch this petrol station and instead place one down that doesn't interfere with my experiments. I should probably place it like over here. Auto purchase resources. Yeah, auto purchase with dollars. Sure, and then delete this gas station. And hold up. Right, let's give it a test. Let's give it a test. I'm gonna reassign. In fact, you know what? I might as well just get some brand new trucks. Alright, we're going to need 2 pipelines in here. You can deliver and pick up fuel via the truck from the gas station. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, I knew that. Let's get this over here. This over here. And that down there. And then this over there, sure. Right, so we should be able to access all of the fuel from here. I mean, it is nice. It is nice that we have this. It is nice that we have this area for trucks, and if it works with trucks, I mean, it's good, I guess, because it's sort of like a unified point that we can meet at. But I mean, it still feels kind of a little bit nonsense how there isn't a bespoke road oil transport station. I also think that they probably need to nerf the amount of they need to nerf the amount of fuel that it takes to drive anywhere. Because it seriously puts me off using fuel. And indeed, using roads for anything. But using roads for stuff is fun. I mean, using trains for stuff is just a massive faff. Right. Oh, I've still got more trucks. Well, in fact, this is a good excuse to do this. Load 100% of anything, and then unload 100% of anything. Right. Great. Let's get that copied across 4 trucks. Start, and start. Right. Let's have a little look, see if it works. Also, something that they need to change in the very, very near future. Otherwise, there will be riots. They need to change the amount of trucks that can operate on the premises of one specific building. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Pub is looking fine. That's great. I mean, what does everyone else need? 30 workers without a job. People are not able to enjoy culture. That is a shame. That is very much a shame. It's also a lie, because I'm just about to fix it all. Sure. That can be built there for a temporary amount of time. Right. People are unable to enjoy culture. That's a real shame. That is a real shame. Can I connect up a pathway over here? There we go. I kind of like how there's a park here. This is really quite cool. Yeah. A sort of public space. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, how are our trucks doing? Have they collected any oil from this area? Also, I should get this road upgraded. Just make it better than basic. There we go. Okay. Right, so turns out I don't actually think that this works. Oh, maybe it does. No, it definitely does. It definitely does, but there is no, like, truck dock. Well, this is very, very peculiar. Very, very peculiar indeed. You can definitely pick up from this area, but it doesn't seem to operate. In fact, it seems to be like a worse pickup point than the oil refinery, because at least in the oil refinery, you've got 3 slots. In fact, you've got 5 slots? Definitely 4 slots. 4 slots. Yeah, you got 4 slots in the oil refinery. 3 or 4 slots in the oil refinery, but this thing doesn't really seem to work. That's very peculiar. That's very, very peculiar. Well, there we go. We've got oil, we've got bitumen. We've got it all sorted, really. Now it's just a case of trying to get all of the resources to the border. Do I want to try maybe getting a train line? I don't really want to get a train line, but I feel like I kind of have to. Okay. I also feel like I need another train. Right. Let's get another brand new electric locomotive. That thing is just fine. That's great. Other entrants may have another pickup point. The oil tanks do have a direct pickup point as long as you have electricity. Yeah. I think that's probably my best bet. I'm just going to stick using the oil pickup points. And I think I'm probably going to get a train. It's just too much faff to connect it via the road. I mean, I really tried. I tried to get it up and running. I tried to get it to work. It just don't want to work. Well, hey, great. That is a horrifically ugly train right there. That is a horrifically ugly train. There we go. Get rid of some of the shine on my face. Still pretty shiny, but that's better. Right. Let's copy the working orders of this train right here. And dispatch you. Perfect. Alright, that's looking pretty darn good. That's unlucky, my dude. I kind of want you to go first. You blew right through that there. Alright. There we go. That's right. You can wait. This train is full of people. That's the priority. Get the people to where they need to be. Okay. Yeah, look, see, already we're having to fill up with fuel, and that's just money down the drain, really, isn't it? That is just money down the drain if we don't get a train track. It's not free if we have trains, but I mean it kind of is if they're trains that run on electricity. It's just real nice. Okay, yeah, there. Sure. And then that there. So this will be the input, and then what I like to do is have an output over here. There we go. And there we go out here as well. And then we can combine this into a single line. All right, this is gonna look quite nice, actually. There we go. And can that be melted up together? There we go. Jamie, my dude, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Right, railway bridges are awful, but I'm going to use them here because I feel like it's the only fair way to do this, right? Right. 2 railway bridges. Yeah, that's going to cost 100 grand. 100 grand for 2 stinking railway bridges. Can you believe that? The price is ludicrous, but that's okay. Right, let's try and stick as close to the coast as we possibly can. I want to just try and make some money before we can get a truly massive city. We're gonna at least have to make a bunch of cash. And so far we're doing a mediocre job. A mediocre job on the cash front. Right. Let's get the wireframe out. Okay, this is just... You can just tell that this is just going to be a challenge. Your first hostel experience? Oh my lordy. Well, that sounds fine. Nothing wrong with a hostel. Is it shared dormitory or do you have your own dormitory? That's the real question. All right. All right. This ain't working well. Aha! It's working well. Great. Right, and now we just make a big, long bit of track. Right over here. Right over there. And then right over here. We'll try and follow the curvature in the road. It's a 50,000 ruble bit of track right there. Right, so let's retrace our footsteps. Oh. 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 Okay, we can go up to here. Up there. Oh, this is going to be a tough area to navigate. Oh, no. Come on, dude. Oh, shared dorm? Shared dorm's fine. It's actually good. As long as you don't have anyone that snores particularly loudly, I suspect that you'll be just fine. Right. Let's get this all sort of averaged out. Something a little bit more easy to deal with. Right, take that back. That averaged out. Great. Absolutely fine. No issues whatsoever. You can sleep like a baby anywhere. That sounds to me like a low-key confession that you're the person that snores. Right, let's see how much that's going to take out of us. That's going to take at least 1,000,000 rubles out of us. For sure. I say for sure. I'm not completely convinced. That's apparently not even close to 1,000,000 rubles. There we go. Right, let me get my chain signals out. And we'll do this properly. There we go. Did you use brand unsafe language? Alavant set it up. I am completely agnostic to the fact that I don't even know what you said. I don't even know. I need to get this area linked up to the power grid. Can I link it up to this network, and will that allow it to just work? Also, I need to make sure that I set up signals properly over here. Yep, that needs to go there. That needs to go over there, actually. Yeah, and that needs to go over there. And ditch that signal. Those signals are fine. Signal over there. Signal over here. Signal over here. Great. All right, that's looking pretty spectacular, to be honest. Okay. How is this still working? Oh, it counts itself. This is such nonsense how it counts itself as a train. Okay, that needs to go in there. That goes out there. Now it'll work. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. That's so stupid. That is so stupid how it counts itself as a target. It's literally impossible, you know? It's literally impossible for the train to move backwards and hit itself on the same crossing. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Right. Everyone is ready to go. Fantastic. Great. Well, please go with haste and make sure that we're still producing as much oil as we possibly can. We got a lot of fuel, a lot of oil waiting to go. All right, I should probably stop chatting and start getting this area all fixed up properly. So I guess we're going to have the... I mean, hold on. How am I doing it over here? So that is going to be going to the border. And then this is going to be coming back from the border. Right. That's fine. So what I'll do is I'll set it up to go around... You had Five Guys for dinner? Is Five Guys good? I hear, like, mixed reviews of Five Guys. I hear, like, it's alright, but it's pretty darn pricey. And I think for some people, you know, just the whole fact that it's so expensive makes the, you know, the cost to value ratio, makes them reconsider the whole cost to value ratio. Okay, let's try and put this down here. Kind of expensive. How much is it? Wait. Apparently you can get like a burger and shake. Is that what you do? Right. Let's get this leveled out. I got regular fries and they were huge. All right. That sounds great. That sounds fantastic. Right. Let me see if that can be leveled out. Okay, that's kind of a bit iffy. Sure. And we need to expand the land just a little bit. As I said, I'm not super keen on using the water as sort of an area where we extend into. I want to try and keep the water primarily as is for now. Okay. Right, let's look at the wireframe for this. This is the only way that we're going to be able to make this happen. Right. How is that not going to work? Signals are in the way. Right, take that back a little bit. That will, I'm sure, be totally fine. Apparently not. Alright. Bacon, cheese, double burger, and fries, and a drink with 17 pounds. If expense, if it's good. Free peanuts and free refills. I don't know. I feel like I'm the kind of guy that doesn't really value free refills as much as society wants me to, you know? I don't mean to spit the harsh truths, but I just don't know. I don't know if free refills are that fantastic. I mean, how many refills can one person reasonably have? Like 3 if you're really like pushing it? You know? I don't know. It's just one of those things, right? Okay. Let's get that road back up and running again. Sure. Sure. Right, great. All right, let's go back to railways and let's build it all. We'll build it with rubles. Okay, so that is fine. That's really good, in fact. Right, I do want to just get a little... I want to get a little something in the middle of the railway right over here. A little something, as you may very well suspect, is going to be an electric charging station. No, sorry, not an electric cargo station. Not an electric cargo station, not at all. A railroad electric connection. I'm going to delete this little bit of road right over here in just a second. No, there's not anything moving on this. I know there's not anything moving on this because I cannot see anything moving on it. See that? This is science. This is science. I can see that there is nothing moving on this. Therefore, I should be able to delete this. Come on. Come on, my dude. Alright, well, can I try now? Nope. Building is without a power supply. So we've just got 3 lazy trucks just chilling out over there. All right, well, that seems great. Right, just let me delete this stinking bit of road. Oh, fantastic. Great. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay, delete another bit as well, please. Right, so we're literally just going to drive right through. We're going to get the trains to drive right through the middle here. Right over there. Perfect. And that goes over there like that. Okay. Nice. Let's get that all built. That built. Railways, get that built too. Wonderful. Okay, so let's bring across some cable. Not cable television. In fact, I mean electricity cable. And let's also get an electricity cable over here. Electricity cable over there. And let's get this linked up to here. There we go. Get that all built. Fantastic. And we need to just sort of build the substation manually. And then we are sorted. Grand. Alright. Just turn around. Turn around and go get fuel. There you go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, fine. So, this dude has got power. We've got power all up and down the length of... all up and down the length of the track. Look at this. There's only 4 loading slots? Is that 4 or 5 loading slots for the trucks? I mean, even if it is 5, I mean, that's still ridiculous, because only one can move it at once in the zone anyway. So, I mean, that's kind of dreadful, actually. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. The way that train collisions work here is... I mean, it gets a big nope from me, dog. And they still can't go. Ah! Ah! Ah. We're not having any underlords today, I'm afraid, Jamie. It's just Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I want to try and get as far as I possibly can in this single game. Ah. Come on, dude. What is up with this? Right, well, sure. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's just so annoying, though. To be honest, I should just ditch. You did indeed choose the right day to be away. That's very, very true. I should just ditch all of this track right here. You know what? Yeah, let's ditch it all. Ditch it all. There we go. Ditch that. Ditch that. Okay, now we have a very regimented system of where people can go. Oh, fantastic. Right, well, that was a complete, massive, utter pain to sort out, but, I mean, it worked, so that's kind of fine. Okay, I think what I'm going to do in order to ensure that we still have sort of one combined train network, I'm going to split a bit of track off up here, and we're going to sort of just bring it round. Bring it round this way. And... oh. Tell you what I did last night. I watched Hot Fuzz last night. And you know what? The more I watched that film, the more I realized, holy cow, this film doesn't make sense, even slightly. However, it's a bloody good film. It's a bloody good film, and I don't want to do anything to take away from the awesomeness of that film. But Blumenek, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, it assumes that everyone in the village, Hot Fuzz, right? Hot Fuzz assumes everyone in the village is completely irrational and has no conception of right and wrong. Like, absolutely no conception of right and wrong. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you don't consider murder wrong, I mean, Like, okay, I don't want to jump into spoilers, right? I mean, it is a 2007 film, but like, everyone and their mums are packing around here like farmers. Yeah, farmers' mums. Yeah, great film. It's a great film. It's very funny. I love the two guys that do it. But bloody hell, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Right, let's get an electric locomotive. Can I get a nice one? 180,000 electric locomotive. Yeah. Nice. And let's get a cargo wagon. I'm going to try and get as big a tanker as possible. This is the big tanker, isn't it? Yes, indeed it is. Nice. Okay. Go there. Load 100% of anything. And then go all the way over here. Right, now let's see if we start making absolutely huge, filthy money from this route. Okay, I am actually kind of hopeful that maybe I make a little bit more money than what I'm currently making. 5 workers without jobs. Okay. This is fine, this is good. Lots and lots of teachers. We need to try and get a university down as soon as possible. A bunch of people that are unable to enjoy culture. I mean, people can get to the cinema. I should probably make it slightly easier to access the cinema. Right, auto build from rubles. Yeah, I also need to get a fire station. That's something which has completely passed me by. Right, let's get a bunch of road upgraded so that everyone can walk just a little bit faster. Made enough room for the train to choose to the aggregate loading platform as it's the max length of the train. Hey, that's a good shout. That's a very, very good shout. Did not know that. Okay. There we go. Looking good. Right, that's looking pretty darn spectacular. What is this game? This game is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. It's basically like, I don't know, like a city building or sort of city management type style of game. Except the thing is that you do absolutely everything for the city. So it's all about creating money, making jobs for people, you know, giving them kindergarten assignments. Well, not quite that, but you know, you get the picture. Is that they're waiting longer than 60 in-game minutes for which they despawn? Ah, that's a fun fact. I did not know that. Okay, so I think that I could probably rectify that with a brand new train. Oh my lord. Okay, fine. I need to just up my signal game substantially. Okay, presumably they're waiting for that length of time at the train station anyway. So let's see if we can try and rectify that. I'll get a brand new locomotive and I'll get some passenger wagons. Sure. Right. Copy the marching orders from here onto there. And on you go, my good fellow. Right, 164 workers. I tell you what, I would love to get personalized transport set up quite soon. That would be quite good. Although, personalized transport, I've found, is actually a bit of a massive negative. 5 hours travel total, 1 hour wait per stop. Yeah, how does that change with cars, though? The thing is that I'm not actually sure that cars are worth it. I think cars are actually, I don't want to say a major negative, but I think that they are a major negative. Even if it means that they work for cumulatively longer, they're still driving around for a heck of a lot longer. Which is a bad thing, I think. Personal transport is a trap? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it is. Did you watch, I don't know if you happened to watch the last video. I say the last video of the series. There's one more video coming up. But the penultimate video of my YouTube series, I mean, I sort of talked about it a little bit there. Because it literally is, it is a waiting game. That's what you're doing. You're paying for them to, you're buying these cars, even though they don't actually cost that much money. You know, 28,000 rubles for for a car part, give or take. You end up buying them something which will end up slowing everyone down. You've got unlimited data. Can you even get unlimited data in the UK? I didn't even think that was a proper thing. Right. How's this looking? This is looking not too bad. I need to get that going over there. With cars, they must drive back. Exactly. Exactly. However, I think that they're going to change. I think they're going to change that in a future update. I think they're going to change it so that you have to transport your workers back, which is going to really change the dynamic of the game. That's my suspicion anyway. That's what I think that they're going to change. Right. 87 workers. Right, cool. I mean, with 3 trains zipping around here, I feel this is probably somewhat overkill. But, I mean, if it's working, then it's working, right? I need to get a chain signal in here, don't I? Yeah, chain signal. Upgrade that to a chain signal. And I need to delete this bit of track right here. And get this bit upgraded. Like so. Hold up. Too sharp a turn. Alright, take it back a little bit. And I guess we'll just try and merge there. Sure. Right. Alright, this is looking pretty darn spectacular. 2 citizens without a job, 1 citizen without a job. Everyone should have a job. Absolutely everyone should have a job now. No one lives there, that's fine. 67 citizens were not able to enjoy culture. Right, well I can rectify that right now. Equipment for citizens, not a shopping center, a cinema. Right. Okay. Sure, stick it down over here somewhere. Cool, fine. I would love that I keep running into having empty trains back, and it irritates me. It also means that you cannot provide transport from the place of work to the shops, which saves a lot of infrastructure. Yes, I know. That's really cool. Do you have passengers allowed at the train station? I do, actually. I do. I should disable that. That will force them not to congregate around the station. That's a great point. I remember when they introduced that, actually. When they introduced the passengers and workers at the station. I still have yet to sort of experiment with having like a passenger or student-only station. I think that would be pretty darn cool to sort of have that. But I did try that. I tried that in the old YouTube series. What I had was a train station, or I had a train, actually, which took passengers specifically like out to the country to an area where there was like loads and loads of football fields, and it didn't really work, like at all. It doesn't work. I mean, the whole passenger management of this game is pretty bad. I mean, I think it's only worker management really that the developers have focused on. All right, where's my train? Hold on. Wait until loaded. Yes, why are we not running a full load here? And also, we need to get another train. It's clear to me that we don't have enough trains. Right, electric locomotive, boosh, and what do I need? I need big old oil transporters. Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to rejig a few bits and bobs to make the train track work with 2 trains on now. I think I need to get chain signals and whatnot. Can't place signals there. Yeah, also signal placements in this game drive me up the wall. The fact that you can't place them on points is, I mean, straight up just garbage. Right. Get you filled up. I also don't like how... What's going to happen here is that this will run dry of bitumen. And then... occasionally, it'll just, like, keep waiting for bitumen. I don't know why that happens, but apparently it does from time to time, so there you go. Okay, you should be zipping back. Indeed you are. That's great. I could theoretically, by the way, get a slightly shorter train and get another entire train carriage. However, I think I might just be fine. My dollars are actually in a really good place at the moment. Did you not have a single worker on you? Oh, no, you did. I was just too far zoomed out. Oh, my goodness. We're actually almost maxing out this oil refinery. Right. 20 citizens were not able to enjoy culture. 50 citizens were not able to enjoy culture. Okay, I think that this calls for another cinema. Yep. Let's get another equipment for citizens building. It also kind of annoys me that the only way that citizens can get culture at the moment is through a cinema. I think that it would be nice if they could get culture through some of the monuments in the parks. That would be great. You haven't said one good thing about the game yet. Watch the YouTube series, my friends. I say a lot of good things about it. I like the theme of this game. It is tremendous. It is really, really good. Passengers prioritize shopping over anything else. If you want to build leisure grad, you need to put a shop in the center and build everything else around it. Passengers do not... They will exit the shops and then go to the next priority. Yeah, I don't know. Passengers are a little bit broken. They need to be changed. Okay, hospitals and fire brigades. I need to get up and running. I should probably get a hospital in the middle here somewhere, or at least I should try. Sorry, text-to-speech. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. I don't have 300 hours. I did. I recorded all of it. That's how long it took. Exactly 300 hours. Right, let's get a hospital. There we go. Hospital right over there. And fire brigade somewhere over here, I guess. Fire station. Yep. Sure. Right, the building is without a power supply. I actually don't think that it needs a power supply to function. Ironic, yes. But true. Okay, maybe it does need a power supply. The fact that it's not able to... No, it doesn't need a power supply. Yeah, it doesn't need a power supply. That's great. The cinema does need a power supply to operate, I do believe. Right. Resources. See, look at this. Look at this. You're filling up with bitumen. You're not filling up with fuel. You're not filling up with fuel either. So, what this says to me is that we need to have... I think we need to have a bespoke, or 2 bespoke fuel trains and 1 bespoke bitumen train. We definitely need a bespoke fuel train, because otherwise things get messed up and the ratios go all out of whack. Okay, so I think I'm going to get like a bespoke fuel train. I've about as much in the game as it is infuriatingly addictive. It's really good. It's really good, actually. Let me see how much I've got. I've only got 95 hours in this game. I've got 95 hours in this game, although bear in mind that all of that is actually on-screen time, apart from, like, a tiny little bit. Right, let's go electric locomotive. Yep, by you. Cargo wagon. There we go. And copy, paste. Right. And I want you to load 100% of fuel. That's pretty much it. And then off you go. All right. So what we're doing is we're using our rubles to fund our dollar exports. And with this, actually, we should break $2 million, which is pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Right. This is a straight up mistake. And this should not be happening. Right. Will that work better? I think that will work better. Yeah, okay. That's great. Does your version have trolleys yet? That's a great question. I think it does. I think it does. They're at the vehicle depot, aren't they? And they're in buses. If they don't have trolleys, somebody did tell me about it. They are like electric things, aren't they? I guess not. I guess not. Right, are you filling up with fuel? Wonderful. You are indeed. This is working. They're in the roads? Yeah, they're in the roads depot. Yeah, I don't believe so. I don't think so then. Can I buy a fire truck? What's the point of buying a fire truck just to sit in the roads depot? Can I just get him to go between... Like, can I just... Sure, go between there and there. What's the point? What's the point? Trains can't get out of the customs house? I think they can, can't they? I do believe they can. Hold up, we'll watch in just a second. Electrified roads means you have them? I don't think I have electrified roads. Aha, you see? Now, the way that this happens, the way that this works, I understand what you're saying, because usually, right? Usually, the trains cannot go against the directionality of the way in which you put the signal. However, I believe because of the chain signal, it treats this next signal as kind of a little bit special, and therefore it means that it can get out. That's just a suspicion anyway. Yeah, but you see, the thing is that I don't think that this registers as a chain signal if I have it multi-directional. And if I do make it a multi-directional signal, for example, this signal could be multi-directional, it could... Well, in fact, let's have a look. Let's test it. That's my thought process anyway. Like, I'm pretty certain that that's correct. Like, I had this set up in the YouTube series, and it worked fine for the most part. Like, I never had sort of any issues with it. But we'll try it like this. We'll try sort of a multi-directional signal right there and see if it works. Right. Turns out that this is a great way to get filthy rich. We're making a heck of a lot of money. We're importing all of our oil, all of our American oil. This should not be working. Who knows? It's a mystery. It's a mystery, but it works. And I'm happy about it. Right, 116 workers. Great. Lots and lots of workers are en route. Okay, no workers live there. No workers live there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to start cannibalizing other towns. As I did towards the end of the other YouTube series. The reason that I want to do this is so that I can get more and more people living around here. There we go. There we go. It's not properly Soviet unless there is a, you know, a forceful eviction. Alright, turns out that building is empty. Right, wonderful. And this one I know for a fact is empty. And that's already like so. Okay, great. So I think everyone can access the station. This is working fantastically well, I must say. It's working really, really well. 3 workers. How on earth do you have only 3 workers, my dude? And you have 200 and something 9. 239. Alright, well, I'll take that. You found a proper way to print money? What is the way that you print money? I tell you what really annoys me is that manufacturing cars in this game is such a terrible, oh my god. Right. Manufacturing cars in this game is such a terrible way to make money that it actually makes me cry. It's awful. Like, this is like proper late game stuff. There is so much stuff you have to do in order to make cars. There's so many bits that you need to collect, so many pieces of the puzzle. to endure. And then you do it, and it's just garbage. Hey, Hank, how you doing? Yes, do tell what your way is to make sick money in this game. I feel like this is my way right now. Think this, but you need to make the right vehicles. I mean, I ended up making the most valuable vehicles, or the most expensive type of blueprint. I mean, I could have bought a more expensive. I could have bought a more expensive blueprint if I'd used dollars in the YouTube series, but I used rubles, and that was still like 216,000 rubles. I love refrigerators. Refrigerators are loved by me. Me too. I also love refrigerators. The modern way of life would not exist without the humble refrigerator. 21 workers. How the heck? Oh my goodness, we maxed out. We maxed out our workers. That's bonkers. That is absolutely crazy. Alright, well, you know, I'm happy about it. It's good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Buy the American paver and sell it to the Soviet side. You can fit 5 per train and make an insane amount of money. Can you do that? I didn't realize that you could sell American things to the Soviets. I didn't realize that they had values. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'll do that in the last final series of the YouTube series. I'll make the American paver. That sounds like a great idea. Right. This whole system is, I mean, this is making me real money. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at economy and trade. Current prices on the global market. What's the price of oil at the moment? It is slightly more expensive, I think, than it used to be. Yeah, it's gone up from 58 to it's gone up from 50 to 58. That's fine. That's fine. Let's have a little look at our finances. Let's see how it's going. So, export of resources to the Soviet, to Western countries. Quite substantial. Let's do for this year, okay? So this year we have made round about 700,000 rubles. Yep, that's pretty darn good. American cars sell for 50% more rubles. That's pretty darn good. Although the templates are, I guess, more expensive. That's probably what makes it more challenging to do, I guess. I don't know. I'll definitely try it out in the last episode. Okay, and our import of resources from the Soviet side have been, I mean, these are all just like really boring things that are required for the day-to-day operation of the country. I mean, look, we're making money with dollars, which is grand. We're making money with dollars. I mean, our rubles are decreasing very, very rapidly. However, we can counter that. I'm not sure how. Can I play some Russian hard bass for a nice atmospheric background music? I mean, that's true. That is true. That I could indeed do that, but I'm not going to, for want of ruining my my precious eardrums. Man, I'm just really happy with the way that this is working. Can I actually get another oil refinery? That seems kind of a little bit ludicrous, doesn't it? However, I mean, this is... I didn't unload anyone there. Okay, I think... Yeah. One worker without a job. That's because I've got too many... I've got too many people. I've got too many people for this one refinery. Also, how did I lose all of my money? All right. Not entirely sure about that. I tell you what, I could make the car right now. But I don't know if it would make me any money. Should I try making some cars? Also, vehicle families are a thing, so if you buy a blueprint for a CAS tanker, the rest of the CAS variants will cost approximately 25%. I did not know that, although that does make sense now that you mention it. Right, I'm gonna try vehicle production line. I'm gonna try making it right here. And we'll see if we can do this. But we'll try importing all of the resources. This might be a horrifically expensive endeavor. Oh, goodness me. I shouldn't have done that with... Right, this may very well not make any money. But it also might make money. This might be the way that we redeem our rubles. Okay. Let's get that in there. Grand. Let's, let's fund it with rubles. Since, why not? And let's get a walking connection right up there. Cool. Let's also get a road connection as well. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Road connection doesn't look possible. Well, this ain't good news. This is not good news. Hold on. I think that there might be a way that I can do this. Just make the pavers and watch the money roll in. That's what I'm going to try and do. That is the plan. Okay, can I try getting a... Okay, get that right there. In fact, I think I can just probably just inch it down the... Inch it down the hill. Alright, well, that's perfect. That's great. Listening to hard bass right now, and it's hilarious with your serious voice. Well, I do try. I do try. Okay, let's try and make the American pavers and see if we can try and sell that to the Soviets. I don't know where the nearest sort of border is. I mean, we got the border over there. We got the border over here, and then we've got the border over behind us as well. That's the NATO border. All right, so. Okay, boy oh boy, it's going to be a long ass train that we're going to have to make all the way across the map in order to sell these pavers. That's how committed I am. Right, well, let's get this done. Let's buy a blueprint. Buy a blueprint. American paver. Is that the most expensive thing? There is a concrete mixer. What about the concrete mixer? Is that not more expensive? The dumper is also pretty darned expensive. Wowzers, that bulldozer is quite something as well. They do sell for dollars. Too big? Ah, okay. So the paver is right down the middle, is it? I see. I see. Right. We got the paver. Let's do that. Let's auto purchase all of these in quantities like so. Cost of delivery per ton. I mean, that's going to cost a heck of a lot of money in order to buy it, but that's fine. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to set up a paver is tiny and fast to build, and they're 15k a pop or something. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is working well. Alright, so our current production priority is still very much the oil refinery. Although, we now have another area. Anyway, let's get a cargo train platform. That's all that we really require in order to make this area work. Let's get a factory connection. Cool. Yep, let's get that up and running. I tell you what, I could actually do it with... rather than doing it with trains. Let me leave that there for now. Let me get a road cargo station, because I don't actually think that I want to bother putting a bunch of train rails across the map. I think I can just about get away with doing it like this. Right. Get that in place. Auto build from rubles. Apparently that didn't work. Great. Okay. Trains are the way, even if it seems expensive. I get it, right? But I like using cars. This is what I was saying earlier, right? I just like using cars. It's just fun. It's just nice, you know? It's just cool. Right, so empty weight, 7 tons. I don't think that's relevant. I want to just get the heaviest possible truck that I possibly can. 16 tons of steel, 16 tons of wood, 10 tons of steel. I think it is 16 tons. I think this is the biggest truck that I can reasonably get. All right, I'm gonna have to buy loads and loads and loads of trucks to make it work, but it will work. Mark my words. Okay, buildings without a power supply. This building does indeed have a power supply. Let's set up a route. Okay, so road cargo station right there. And then literally just want to come to the border. I don't even know where the nearest point is. Probably like here. Okay, we're going to have to create like an epic road. Right, let's leave that there for now. Let's try and connect this area up. So, we need to aim for cars, you need a gas station every 25% of the way. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. Okay. Let's get a gas station right here. There we go. Let's get a bridge. A concrete bridge, of course. And I should probably build using asphalt. If we're going to be serious about this, then we want to make sure that everyone can get up to max speed. Okay. There we go. Okay, this is going to be freakishly expensive, but it'll be totally fine. Right. This is going to be great. It's going to be great. Mark my words, folks. Max realism, dirt road only? That would take forever. That would be great, though. I like that. Max realism. Okay. Alright, this is a proper road. Okay, can I get the wireframe out to have a little look at where we can go? Oh, what's going on here? There we go. There we go. You know what? This actually hasn't been a super expensive event. Not yet, anyway. Okay. There we go. There we go. Right, so we're about halfway. We still need to get a couple of gas stations en route. Okay. Alright, great. Great, and... Great, we're slowly getting there. The biggest direct road that you've ever seen. It doesn't even touch any other roads. Apart from at the very end over there. And it might touch a road over here. In fact, you know what? No. Not even going to touch any other roads. Right, let's completely abuse the bridge mechanics in this game. And let's create a massive, massive, massive bridge. All the way. Okay. Angle of connection is too sharp. Oh, can't build due to infrastructure below. Oh, come on. Can't be. This can't be it. The bridge is too darn big now. Look at this. Look at this majestic thing. Right. Once again, completely abusing the bridge mechanics. Right. Now we need to make it so steep that it glitches. There we go. Fantastic. And then we link that up there. Beautiful. Alright, unpause. Spend thousands and thousands of rubles on a truly ridiculously epic road. Wowzers, that is quite something. That is quite something. Disconnect this road right over here so that we can fully say that it's a direct road. And then we're gonna go and just get a whole bunch of petrol stations along the route of this thing. Yo, oh, almost missed that there. Nice. Right, gas station again. Right, probably overkill on the petrol stations, the gas stations, but that's okay. Just means that they can fill up wherever they want to. And also, there is no connection on the bridge, so that's why we've got more beforehand. Okay, cool. I mean, is this gonna work? I have absolutely no idea. How many pavers do we have? We've got one paver? All right. Well, let's see if this is indeed going to be as money printing a machine as I have been told. Okay. I want you to go from here. Load 100% of a car. And wait until loaded. And then go to the other side of the map. Where are we? Right there. And unload 100% of anything. Perfect. Right, let's go back and have a little peek. And let's copy. Ditch that. Alright. On you go, my fine fellows. Okay, so we need to get back to about 10 million rubles. If we get back to 10 million rubles, then I will be very content. Right, we should have one truck that will be going, and that's literally it. Building is without a power supply. Finished vehicles. Why are you not being picked up? Where is it? Where's my truck gone? Vehicles waiting at the station? Yeah, but is it because we don't have a power supply? Is that what's going on here? Where did my finished vehicle go? Who even knows? You can use your own fuel to save a bunch of money. I mean, I could. But it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. If I'm making as many dollars as I am right now, which is what I'm doing, then I don't really need to worry about it. What the heck is happening here? There's a little bit of some bunk sharing going on, I think. Also, there is a paver loaded onto this thing. Ah, it's because they can fit 2 pavers on at once. That is cool. Okay, I see what's going on right now. That's fine. Okay, let me see what I can do about that. I think I can get some more houses around Potatograd. That will probably help the situation slightly. Right, so if I ditch this house, say, and I ditch that house, then I can get 4 more houses, which means that I can bring in some extra residents. Or even if I was just to build that there and build that there, that'll probably still be fine, right? Yeah, there we go. Building is in the way, sure. You got to be real careful in this game that you don't end up accidentally building a building in place of in place of a road that you want to build. I really wish they had routes as in a separate entity. I find the single towers more efficient for population. I don't know. The single towers are a bit more garish, to be honest. But maybe that's just me. Right, let's bring in some poor sods from the neighboring town. I also wish they had routes in this game, by the way. That would be really, really nice. Like, exactly as they have in Transport Fever. I think that is, to be honest, the best way of doing it. It really is. Okay, I need to ditch that house. Ditch that house right there. Okay, cool. There we go. I need more educated people. That's what I need. More educated people for the vehicle factory. But not much that I can do about that. Let's get some roads upgraded around these parts. Need some more asphalt. There we go. Looking very, very good. Right, nice. That's pretty darn reasonable. Okay, now I want to enable a footpath over here. Can I instead upgrade this road first? Out this way? Alright, and then this comes over there like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, that's grand. I should also probably set up a walk route between here and here. There we go. People should be able to access the hospital if indeed they need to. And that will be yet more workers, which is great. When I was switching bus stops from platforms, it was a nightmare. And buses with one stop will sit at a stop forever with no notification. What I find really annoying, about this game, right, is that if I wanted to get rid of this stop, you can't. I mean, even if it's paused, right? It shouldn't make a difference. But I cannot get rid of a stop until you add a new stop. So sometimes you'll add a stop which is very, very similar. Like, there could be, you know, there could be NovoyaPotatograd train platform small 1, or train platform small, and then also train platform small 2. And because the text needs to scroll, sometimes, look at the length, right? You can't see, and it takes bloomin' ages. It's just little quality of life improvements like that, which would sort of take this game to the next level. It's really, really irritating. Could send it to the depot? Yeah, I know, but sometimes you don't want to send it all the way to the depot when you just want to make like a tiny little amendment to, you know, to the train. Anyway, have I got one of my trucks? Is one of my trucks en route yet? No, I don't think so. Wait, hold up. No, none. A couple have a paver on the back of them. Yeah, there are a couple of pavers waiting there. Which is fine. Okay, lots and lots of citizens. Oh my goodness, look at this, 370 something workers. I almost feel embarrassed that they have to walk along such awful paths. There we go. Let's get the roads up here upgraded. I mean, it's the least I can do for my fine comrade friends. All right. Here we go. This tune, by the way, is what I call a banger supreme. And that is stolen wholeheartedly from Rito. Alright. Keep on the whole road improvement situation. Let's get a crossing over there, because apparently we don't have any crossing that links this road network to this road network, other than this road down here. Do that. Great. Alright. So with that, I think that that's all of our buildings properly upgraded. Also, why do I not have any requirement for a fire station. I haven't had any fires, I don't think, this game. Literally none. I mean, I've got firefighters waiting around for a fire that isn't apparently ever coming. Alright, so that's a bunch of stuff upgraded. That should just make everything work a little bit more efficiently. Pretty happy about that. And we're working with 200 workers in the oil refinery over there and 100 and something over here. Any sign that we've got a truck en route. They're all waiting in the station. That's thoroughly disappointing. I'm fully expecting this paver to make me a ridiculous amount of money. It's what I need right now. It's really what I need. How are we doing oil-wise, though? I mean, we're doing good. Yeah, I mean, we're doing great. This is fantastic. All I need to do is just increase the number of people that I have available to work, and then I'm pretty much sorted. Alright, 11 workers without a job. People can't get to school, kindergarten. Bit of a nightmare, actually, as it turns out. I haven't got anywhere near enough facilities. Right, well, I can probably, and should probably rectify that right now. Right, ditch that. And let's get some equipment for citizens. We should already have a small store nearby that they can attend if they want to. Yeah. So they're not going hungry. It's literally just a case of school and kindergarten. Right. Let's fix that. Cool. And... cool. Alright, apparently I can't put it over there, so instead I'll put it over here and over here as well. Get that all flattened. Can I connect this up via road? If not, there may be a case to do this all again. Apparently I can. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. Bish bash bosh. What do you know? Okay, that's schools sorted and that's kindergarten sorted. I don't believe that they actually require electricity to work. So that's quite good. No one's able to enjoy culture. People are not able to purchase meat. They should be within walking distance of that cinema, are they not? No, they're not. They're just out with the walking distance of that cinema. Right, let me see if I can shorten that walk just a little bit. Right, does that make you within walking distance of the cinema? It does indeed, and you're probably within walking distance of the cinema now as well. Fantastic. So it's with these little modifications that will win the day for us. That's what really matters. Right, looking good. And then school places, that's pretty much going to be fixed just like that. Power supply, I mean, that is a bit of a problem, but there's not really much that I can do about that at present. And furthermore, I don't actually care about sorting that. I mean, if I don't need to, I won't. Still no pavers? Come on, dude. I'm just hoping that we finish one paver and everyone's able to make it work. Schools and kindergartens will be more efficient with power. Each work will be able to teach double the students or watch double the kids. I did not know that. That's a very, very, very useful fact. Right, then I should probably get power out here then, shouldn't I? I didn't know that power made any difference. I mean, what's the difference between teaching kids in the dark and teaching them in the light? Right, sure, come out here. I must say, I'm pretty flippant with my use of cash at the moment. Although I'm banking on making big money from the paver, though, so that's what I'm banking on. All right, teachers looking fine. Kindergarten is very, very much looking a-okay. Looks like the number of teachers and the number of pupils seems to be matching up pretty well. The night shift certainly becomes an interesting challenge. Yeah, school kids go to school at night. I mean, I don't, well, not technically in this game since I'm not running with night mode on, but you get the picture. Why is that? That's just funky. Real funky. Okay, 260 workers and 300 workers. This is great. They actually literally did in real life. I went to school as late in the 90s where there was a night shift because there was 3/5 of the school. I suppose in terms of like if you have a school that is like ridiculously over capacity, then running a school sort of in the evenings or in the night would make sense. I guess. It sounds good. It sounds like it would work, I guess. Man, I tell you what, this is looking real good. This area, this town is looking real good. NovoyaPotatograd is looking really impressive. And it's supplying the most workers that I have ever seen supplied by anything ever. Okay, I do sort of want to destroy this Central Park area. I want to see if I can get some more flats in here. Can I even... I know I shouldn't be tempted by turning green space into more accommodation. But I need it. I need it so bad. I need the workers. I'm hungry for the workers. Right, not those. Oh, hold up. Yeah, these. 43 workers. Hold on, there's a bigger one, isn't there? Yeah, 97 workers. This is the one. Oh, I could totally make this happen. I mean, I know I shouldn't, but I really want to. Okay, hold on. Let's level this terrain out a little bit. There we go. Expand this area and let's get this. Use the tower, Luke. I'm using the tower. I'm gonna use the tower. It's gonna happen. Not this tower. I mean, there's... Oh, I can actually use a mini tower. I should just have like mini houses around. This is not the full size tower. I'm just sort of thinking if I can try and get away with a slightly smaller tower. Oh, come on. It fits. The big tower fits in the same space. No, what? This tower? The big tower. That doesn't fit in the same space as this little bad boy. Surely not. I mean, it's close. I won't dispute that. It is close. But I need just that little bit. I need just a little bit more space, I think, in order to make it work. There we go. All right. As long as we've got something, some sort of usefulness that we extract from this area. Also, fire brigade people can sometimes drive up paths, but other times they cannot. Right, that's 12 people. I mean, that's blooming useless. Right, relocate over here. Relocate over here. Okay. And delete this house. Perfect. People are unable to enjoy culture. Right, ditch that, and residential buildings. Let's get this bad boy right in here. Is that gonna fit? If there is no other way, they will use the footpath. Yeah, see, I thought that was the case, but I've tried it out a bunch of times, and it failed me. Right, let's see if we can try and flip this around right over here. That in there like so. Nice. Can I get another one in? I don't think so. There we go. All right, 2 more. Great. Let's reattach that footpath right over here. Right over here. Some other infrastructure's in the way. Is there? There we go. Looking mighty fine to me. Let's get that built. Get that built. Get that built. And get that built. And get that built. Great. Have I dispatched a single paver thing yet? No, literally none. That's why I'm so desperate to get more workers. Right, so I want to move all of these people into this house right here. And then I want to move everyone right over here. And then right over there. The one sick person. The one sick person in the one sick person in the house is holding us up. With the car, you need engineers. You need engineers, then they're like teachers for schools or colleges. Yeah, I know. I'm going to buy a house full of engineers. I'm going to buy a house that I stick right in here, and it's going to be filled with lots and lots of very, very intelligent people who are all engineers. That's my plan. I got to buy in some external talent. There we go. Delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Right. Wonderful. Let's get 2 houses. Get 2 houses, and then we are sorted. Let's see if I can fit a 3rd one in there. Nah. Unfortunate, but I cannot. Cool. Yeah, they are perhaps packed a little bit tightly, and I'm going to break my own rule and not have this guy connected via road. But it's okay. That's fine. We can still get a big old flat that stores 95 people or whatever. There we go. Another one, perhaps? No. Just no. Right, so, without further ado, let's invite loads and loads of intelligent people. Let's invite loads and loads of intelligent people. As many as possible, really. And this will be the source of everyone intelligent in the city. I mean, we are literally going to buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of intelligent people in to come and work at the car factories. One worker can't work because there are no kindergarten spaces available. I can rectify that pretty much immediately. There we go. And a school. Get that to chill out over there. Perfect. Looking very, very good. All right, let's see if it works as intended. Loads and loads of smart people. Literally hundreds and hundreds of smart people. Okay, so if I have a little look, 36 workers without a job. I mean, are you able to even reach the train station from there? You're totally not able to reach the train station from there. Right, well, let's see if we can try and make a little bit more of a direct route. And that goes over there. Okay, perfect. So that should allow you to walk to the train station. Indeed, it does. That's fantastic. Also allows you to walk to the church. 4 workers without a job. Yep, you're able to walk there. You're able to walk there. Everyone should be able to walk to the train station now, which is great. Everyone who is anyone. Look at this. Look at this. We already have absolutely smashed the amount of engineers that we have working in the building. That's crazy. That's really, really good. That is really, really quite impressive. missed the launch sequence and had to drag through the next 10 waves in Mindustry. It's such a good game, isn't it? It's so good. It's absolutely phenomenal. I really, really like it. Have we dispatched a single truck yet? Why is it taking such a long time? Is each of these trucks filling up with one individual paver each? Like, first? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? I don't know. I don't know. Building is without a power supply. All right, I've got a plan here. Let's buy as many megawatts as we possibly can. 6 megawatts of power. Sure. Seem to be having an issue with power. Yes, indeed. Let's sort that out right now. What thing is providing power to this? Is it you? Buildings without a power supply? Yeah, okay. So you seem to be... You seem to be a little bit underpowered right now. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the cable here. I don't think that we're really going to need to... Can I even upgrade the cable? Is that even a thing that I can do? I don't think so. Right. Let's just cancel that cable out. And instead... There we go. Get that all powered up. Alright. That should be a lovely, lovely, lovely amount of power. Look at the speed of that. Look at the speed of that. That is incredible. That is great. Very, very happy with that. We're going to be making pavers in no time. Thing is, though, I've invested a heck of a lot. I've invested a heck of a lot of money in my vehicle production factory. And so far, it has borne almost no fruit, as I still have yet to ship the very first vehicle. Or sell the very first vehicle, should I say. Which is going to be disappointing. But it's coming. It's coming. Okay, so I think this should be the first... This should be the first vehicle that will give everyone a second vehicle, apart from this guy here. Right, you go there. How about that? Sure. So that means that someone will guarantee to get a second vehicle. Aha! You got a second vehicle. You're ready to go then. What the heck is up with you? Wait, what? Alright. 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 It's mission oriented, so I can have clear focus on what to build whilst maxing out the resource needed for launch. I agree. Right, so these things... Sorry, Alvan. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's such a fantastic game. It works in a way that I didn't really expect would work as well as it does, but it works. It works fantastically well. All right. Yeah, so these guys have room for 3 trucks on their back. I didn't even realize that. That's a bit of a blow. I sort of expected... I expected 2. I expected 2 trucks, but now that we've got 3, that's great, I guess. Right. I mean, how can I get more? How can I get more citizens? 115 workers, 30 workers. That's a disappointingly low amount. No one lives here. Looks like the guy that was going to the hospital has been picked up. Let's get some more residential buildings. Let's get some footpath removal tools. The truck is away. I think it was just waiting. Yeah, I sent it to the next one. Oh, cheers for the resub, Grumpage. It's very good of you. Right, where did the truck go? I want to have a look. Where's the truck? Ah! Oh, wait, hold on. There is a truck that went away. Oh, I think I might have sent that one on an errand. It's very good of you, Grumpage. I very, very much appreciate it. It's all good. It's all good. Alvan, it's been real. I will see you later, my dude. Oh, my goodness. Cheers for the sub, my dude. That is also good of you. IAC 000. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you going in the wrong direction? Hold up. Oh, you're running out of fuel and you can't make it, so you're going to have to go back to the next one. Ah, okay. Same with this one, okay? I see what's happening. Oh, also, none of these guys have power. Huh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I was in a, like a lightning focus mode right there, where I knew if I said thank you to everyone who subscribed, I knew I would lose my focus, and I have, because now everything is looking nightmarish. It's all bad. It's all so bad, but seriously, thank you for the resub, Grumpage. Thank you for the sub, Iac 000. What's Iac Omega 0? Sub distraction works. I'll remember that. Please no. Please no. Okay. Right. Fuel is a pernickety little blight, isn't it? Okay. Right. Here's my plan. Here's my plan to fix fuel. I'm gonna get a tiny little megawatt wire, bring it all the way across here, and substation like right here, I guess. Probably an Underlords when I'm due to fight you. That's a very, very strategically sound idea. All right, come on. Get this stinking wire into place. Man, I'm so annoyed that I've let everyone down. I've let myself down. I'm so disappointed. IAK, its initials. Ah, I'm with you. I'm with you. That's glorious. Can't connect between two different types of power pole. Whoops. Okay. Oh, boy. I can't believe. Oh, no. Auto build from rubles. Yes, please. I don't need to have another situation where oh, God, don't end up building this stuff. Oh, my God. It's so annoying. Right. Cool. Medium voltage switch. Another one. And another one. And another one. Right. Am I building all of these? No, I haven't built all of these little things. Right. I tell you what. All I need to do is find some way to make a gazillion rubles. And then I'm sorted. Right. There we go. Right, building is without a power supply. Why is that building without a power supply? It's got wattage. It's got wattage. What's going on here? How is this building without a power supply? It's literally got a power supply, doesn't it? What the heck is going on over here? What is this? This game is absolutely brutal if you don't plan ahead. I absolutely could not agree more. It really is. Right, so the building does apparently have a power supply. Right, this building has a power supply. This building has a power supply. Alright, so the nonsense about no power supply has been completely discounted. Turns out that everyone has a power supply. Right. Right. Also, on a slightly, like, related note, but sort of similar note, the thumbnails that I do for this series, right? What does everyone think of them? Because I gotta be honest, it's some of the work that I am most proud of in terms of, like, YouTube. I really like the sort of style and the sort of theme that I have deployed for the thumbnails. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, because that would just, you know, that would, I mean, that's just me all over. I love tooting my own horn. But I wanted to get everyone else's opinion. What did you sort of think of what do you think of the thumbnails for the series? Why is this not working? Why are you not working? Why is this not working? Right. They are pretty. I like them. Yeah, I appreciate that it's probably not the sort of thing that that most people care about, but I don't know. I like the way that they turned out. They've turned out in a way that I'm absolutely delighted with. There we go. Right. More. Let's keep the powertrain going. Literally an epic powertrain. Okay, this isn't gonna work, is it? No, it does work. Great. Right. Man, if only I'd remembered, like, a gazillion years earlier that I needed all of these fuel stations, I would have absolutely just built a train track, if that was the case. I would have just absolutely built a train track. Building is in the way. Gosh darn it. I was so generous with my fuel station distribution. Do you know the amount of value that I'm going to have locked up in these fuel stations? Just from... Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. What am I doing? I mean, it will be worth it. For the glorious nation of Potatowski. Generally, I love the new professional look, but it's something about the Soviet Republic art style that puts me off. Your thumbnails are on point, just not my taste. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. I'm, no, absolutely, 100%. May have overloaded the cheap wire. I don't think so. I think the cheap wire is still fine. No, I appreciate the input. It's definitely not for everyone. It's a weird thing, right? It's a weird thing. YouTube is very orientated around the thumbnails these days. I believe anyway. That's my thought process. So I wanted to sort of try changing it up and make something that can't connect two different types of wires. What the French toast have I built? Oh my god, I built the wrong type of wire here. My bad. So I wanted to try changing it up, but I'm not really sure. I mean, there are a couple of different thumbnail styles that I deploy across my channel. I would describe them as follows. If you're not interested, switch off now, because this is going to get a little bit technical. Hold on. Have we got power over here? We do indeed have power over here. Right, so I would describe the Workers and Resources Soviet Republic as abstract thumbnails, right? So they are almost wholly disconnected. Distance between the poles too far. Yeah, so they're abstract thumbnails, and they have a photo that is relevant to the content of the video, but not a screen grab or like press photos from the game itself. So, you know, might be an image of, for example, there was one that I did which sticks in my mind as fairly good. This is just not working for whatever reason. There's one that in my mind that sticks as a particularly good example, and that was an episode called Soviet Analytics, where I basically took a picture of the Google Analytics logo, I guess, and instead of it being Google Analytics, I made it Soviet Analytics, and that, you know, that's pretty good, pretty nice, but very, very abstract, right? And then you've got the sort of thumbnails that I use, or I am using at the moment, on the Mindustry series of videos, which is basically just a screen grab from the video and stuck on some text, you know, stylized writing, whatever. And that's pretty much that. That's, you know, administratively quite a lot easier to make than the Workers and Resources Soviet Republic one. But that's that. Hold up. Uh-oh. The game hasn't crashed. It just minimized for some obscure reason. So yeah, that's the sort of hybrid thumbnail, I guess. And then you've got sort of thumbnails which I would describe as sort of incremental, the same thumbnail each time. I don't have any series at the moment that's ongoing for, but historically all of my series used to follow that sort of process. You used to have a thumbnail that had, you know, a number on it, you know, a press picture, and then for each and every episode the number would just change and the thumbnail would remain the same. And I still haven't come to a sort of a definitive conclusion about the best way of displaying the content, but my thought process was that I should be making a bespoke thumbnail for each and every episode to display the unique characteristics of each and every episode. You know, they're all different, and therefore, you know, it's good to display the differences in the thumbnails. So that was my sort of thought process. That's just the way that it's sort of gone. I haven't decided fully if that's how it's gonna continue, but that's at least the thought process. So there you go. That's it. Checking all my subs thumbs. Your oxygen not included ones are lovely. Rhapsody Slay the Spire ones are nice. It's tricky. You have so little space to put a lot of info and not making it cluttered. Right, so oxygen not included is kind of like one of those hybrid things. So it's a screen grab from the episode and then sort of stylized text and, you know, I don't know, catchy title. Well, not a catchy title. I don't aim for catchy titles. That's the thing, is that I don't want clickbait. I want an accurate reflection of stuff within the episode. Right? So that's what I'm going for. Rhapsody's Slay the Spire is one of the... Well, Rhapsody's is kind of a little bit different, actually, because he changes his Slay the Spire thumbnails based on whatever character he's playing. However, his... I mean, for now, he's just playing the Watcher, so it's just the same sort of type of thumbnail, but with incremental numbers, which would be sort of like the sort of like base level of the thumbnail that I do, which I'm still not sure if I'm going to go back to or if I'm going to sort of stick around doing the bespoke thumbnails. For me, I appreciate the bespoke thumbnails, but if it gets in the way of making more content, I'd rather a simple thumbnail and more content. That's interesting, actually. See, I never sort of conflate content creation or thumbnail making, because I always do my thumbnail making whilst the video is uploading, and I never try to record and upload a video at the same time so that the read and write on the disc doesn't confuse itself. But that's just what happens in my mind. Also, what does everyone think about the length of episodes? I've increased the length of episodes since like I did that sort of big channel overhaul. I've increased the length of the episodes from like 20-30 minutes to an hour. What's the thought process there? I mean, I haven't noticed, like, on the back end, I don't think that there's been like a dramatic increase or decrease of like viewership, watch time. I don't think that there's been a massive change. Not in my mind. But what does everyone think? Longer episodes, shorter episodes? A lot of people say shorter episodes are better because shorter episodes mean that you know how long you have allocated to watch YouTube in a certain day. You know, you have 10 minutes to watch a video. You know, you might only want to watch a video that's 20 minutes long. Therefore, you can, you know, skip forward a little bit and get the gist of the video. Alternatively, you know, a couple of people watch an hour of YouTube a day, and therefore you don't want to spend your entire time just watching this stupid mug bounce up and down on your screen. You know, so what's everyone's thought process? AI smoking tea. Hey, how you doing? Right, we sold those pavers, by the way. At long last, it did actually work. That was a very, very long expedition to sell pavers. Oh my goodness. Can this thing fit 4 pavers on? Load 100% of anything? I mean, that is 100% of anything. It can't be any more than... Is this broken? Why is this not working? This just ain't cricket. Look at how many pavers we have here. We got thousands and thousands of dollars of pavers. Can someone explain to me why this isn't working? 17 workers. 17 workers. That's miserable. It's pathetic. Right, and our oil production has gone way down, apparently. We're barely producing any oil. Or any fuel and bitumen. Perhaps people should realize you can stop a video and come back to where you left off. I know a lot of YouTubers think 20 minutes is the magic amount, but fail to understand why. My thought process is as follows. 20 minutes is in my mind, the ideal length for a video. Like, if I had my way and I could only watch YouTube videos for the rest of my life, or if I could only watch, like, certain videos for the rest of my life, I would watch videos between, well, obviously it depends on the person that you're watching. I mean, if you're a massive Smosh fan, you're gonna watch like an hour Smosh video. If you're a massive Orbital Potato fan, you might watch like an hour Orbital Potato YouTube video, right? But for me, like 15 to 20 minutes is stuff that I want to watch, but that's dependent obviously on the sort of content that I watch and the length of the people that I enjoy watching. My thought process is that if I've got the time to do it, right? Rather than having 3 20-minute videos a day, I would rather put that into one hour long video because it's easier to consume it that way. So it's much easier to watch the progress, for example, if you can call it that, in Oxygen Not Included over the course of 1 hour rather than sort of consuming it in 20-minute chunks, if you'd like, even if they are more frequent. It's also a lot easier to get lost in the sheer number of the, you know, sort of videos in a back catalog, if you do it that way. Okay, hold on. I think I've got an idea. I'm gonna stick this in here like so. There we go. Let's connect that over there. Grand. And then let's just get rid of this bit of track here. There we go. Get rid of it all. So yeah, that's my thought process. For me, I like having the longer format episodes, but it's mostly episodes will be split up over multiple days. So with a shorter format, you should be waiting 3 days to see what happens next, and can be very frustrating for a series that requires something longer. For example, Soviet Republic. That's my thought process. That's good. I'm glad that you like that, because I would rather that people watch less of an hour-long episode rather than sort of. I would rather, you know, sort of someone watched 20 minutes or 10 minutes even, or even 5 minutes of an hour-long episode rather than watching 5 minutes of a 20-minute episode, because then there could be sort of like 2 other 20-minute episodes that could sort of pass you by and you'd have no idea, and therefore you just wouldn't be invested or interested in the series, right? So with an hour episode, it means that you can just do whatever you want. Right, no school or kindergarten places. Right, let me just quickly fix that before we go back to chatting about stuff that actually matters. I was going to put a flat in here, but instead I think I'm just going to keep it fresh with a school and a kindergarten. I usually prefer longer format videos because I watch them whilst doing other things. Helps not having to choose the next video as often. That's a great shout. That's a really, really great shout. A lot of people talk about videos that they fall asleep to, and that's always been when people say, oh, I managed to fall asleep to your videos. I've always taken that as a huge compliment, genuinely, right? Why are you not going into where you should go to? You need to be going down here. Yeah, okay, that's great. I've always taken that as a huge compliment. That's always something that I've thought of as a positive. You know, unless of course they're saying maliciously, your videos are really boring. I fall asleep to them. Even the 5-minute ones, I fall asleep because they're just so darn boring. But you get the picture, right? Is that I always see it as a positive. Hold up. Why is that not working? It should be working. Ah, I see the issue. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so longer format seems to be the consensus. Consensus that is slightly better. Okay. I appreciate that that opinion. Okay. Why is this not working? Everyone has 3 pavers. Not everyone has 3 pavers, but loads of people have 3 pavers. 37,000 rubles a pop. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And it's just not working. This whole process just isn't working. I mean, I should have built a train. But, I mean, that would have wiped me out financially, as opposed to this bridge, which is just, well, crippled me financially. Right, well, I'm determined to keep on producing these vehicles until they end up producing something. Right, great. I mean, can I just change this to not do... Hold up, change this... Rather than saying wait until loaded. Yeah, rather than saying wait until loaded, let's just copy and paste all of this. Right, let's get rid of the wait until loaded format. Which should mean that we'll have a little bit more throughput. There we go. Look, that's 4 trucks. 5 trucks, each with 3 pavers on them. That's a little bit crazy. That is a little bit bonkers. Right, well, it's looking good, though. It's looking good. You know, nothing too bad to complain about there. Okay, so a couple of pavers are going to get built up. I could demolish that. I think I might just demolish that cargo station, as it's not anything that I want to use in the future. But yeah, I watch longer form videos just whilst I'm like editing a thumbnail or something. Like I'll stick on like Rhapsody's Slay the Spire videos, or like I'll look for a long one that I know has meat. You know, I'll look for a nice long Slay the Spire video, or I'll watch you know, an episode of Rito's Gungeon or something. And you know, just somebody to keep me company for a while whilst I'm doing stuff that doesn't require a lot of brain power, just requires a lot of computer power, you know, sort of. That was me trying to imitate like holding a mouse in my hand, but instead it just comes across a little bit Emperor Palpatine-ish. Right, I mean, this is looking swell, to be honest. This is looking swell. This whole system is working ridiculously well, to be honest. He says wistfully, as 4 workers climb on one train. I've never had as many workers regularly traveling on a specified transit line. 8 workers without a job, 7 workers because there's no kindergarten. Is that really a problem? No sport. Sport does seem to be a bit of an issue. Kindergarten also seems to be a bit of a reoccurring issue. Right, let me see what I can do about that. Right, height from center. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's get a kindergarten right in here. There we go. Auto build from rubles. There we go. Nice. What about school? No, school is not even an issue at all. And let's get equipment for citizens, football parks, playgrounds. There we go. Both of those plumbed in. Right. Same here. I watch Raps, Rito, in your videos while coding. Ah, that is honestly, I mean, like that's sort of exactly the same sort of stuff that it's not coding, but sort of like thumbnail creation, right? Administrative stuff, like writing, all of that stuff. Like it benefits from having something to. It benefits from you benefit from just having that sort of voice in the background, keeping you going, keeping you chipper. It's nice. I don't know if you guys know like Arumba. He only made 20-minute videos, but he made videos on like grand strategy games, like sort of massive campaigns, except on some days he would release like 3 or 4 20-minute videos from the same series, if that makes sense. So I used to watch his videos like a lot whilst I was just doing stuff in the background. Right, sport is a real confusing issue. Equipment for citizens, football playground. Right. I feel like I should have a park. I feel like I should make this park into a productive park. Putting a football stadium in a park is not bad. It works surprisingly well with the podcast format episodes like Race the Gungeon series. I think someone should turn that into a podcast. Come on, get that all linked up. Beautiful. All right, missing staff. That shouldn't be the case. There we go. All right. Lots of people can now play sport. That's grand. Do we need more trains? Do we actually legitimately need more trains here? This is crazy. This is there's a crazy number of trains over here. Also, there's a crazy number of passengers, sorry, should I say. Got a couple of vehicles en route back. Nice, nice, nice. Seems that indeed I am making money, but not making as much money as I was promised. Can I buy another blueprint? Is there any other blueprint that would be better? I kind of feel like I should buy another blueprint. All right, that's 9 pavers, right? Hold up. Cancel current production. Right, buy a what's the most expensive possible blueprint? Right, show all. I think it might be this thing. The SG something something something. Right, so that's 600,000. Covered hull, dumper. 680,000, 830,000. I think I want to try and make this bulldozer. Let's try and make this bulldozer. Right, select a blueprint. It's 20 tons. It's 20 stinking tons. Well, let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's see if it'll work. I don't know if we're going to be able to transport it on the back of a truck. But maybe we'll be able to transport it on the back of a train carriage. If we can, that would be great. If not, well, that's going to suck pretty darn hard. Alright, don't mind me just collecting 3 pavers and moving on out. I mean, that's 37,000 a pop. So it's not bad. Right, domestic production and consumption. I mean, I am making money, right? Yeah, I'm buying oil mostly. That's the biggest input. Anyway, the biggest output. Anyway, how am I doing? Oh yeah, I bought a 600,000 ruble, $600,000 blueprint. Or actually, an $800,000 blueprint. But apart from that, I mean, I'm making a ridiculous amount of money. I tell you what, our finances for this year. I mean, bear in mind, right? This is the first year. This is the first year. We've blown quite a lot of cash. This is fine. You can check by hovering over the first passenger at a station and see how long they've been waiting for. Over 50, you need more trains. Let me have a look. Right. Waiting platform. Literally about 50. All right. Turns out that I do indeed need more passengers. Need more passengers. I mean, I always need more passengers. I need more trains. Let's get an electric train. Get you. Great. And in fact, no, you know what? I'm going to try getting a train set. I'll get another train set. What's a train set that gives me most passengers? 100 kilometers per hour, 105. I mean, that's it. That thing seems pretty cool. Is this electric? That's fuel. Right. What's an electric one? Is that electric? Is that electric? Right, okay, I've just burnt through, like, a ridiculous amount of cash. And I don't think train sets are electric. I'm pretty sure that I had one in a couple of episodes ago, and it was electric. I'm pretty sure it was electric. But it was a couple of episodes ago, so it may have been slightly different. Alright, let me just get some passenger wagons then. Sure. And copy someone's instructions. And go. Right, wonderful. Right, looking good. Have we got any bulldozer big? Bulldozer big? Really? I think the Polish one is. Hold up. Let me look. Motor wagon, train sets. I mean, who actually uses the train sets? I mean, I literally don't think I've ever used... That's the one. That's the exact one. That's the exact one that I was talking about. Yep, that is exactly right. Good shout, Red Sparrow. Very good shout. Okay, let's copy and paste. Yeah, this was the one that I had in the series that I bought and I could never use. I could never use because I didn't have any electrified track at that point. All right, well, you know what? This area is looking pretty darn swell. If I do say so myself, it's looking quite nice. It does actually look quite new. If we have a look at it, you can see that it does look particularly well modeled. Look at it. I tell you what, the trains in this game are absolutely stunning. I mean, the grass in the ground, could do with a little bit of work, but the trains look absolutely stunning. Quite a handy one for commuter routes. I mean, it says it's got 325 capacity. However, if I look at it here, electric locomotive train sets, it says that it's got capacity for... Yeah, it says that it's got capacity for 105. It says that it's got capacity for 105, so it's actually, well, about 3 and a bit times more capacity than it actually says. That's pretty stupid. It does not count the cars. Yeah, that's really daft. Why would it not count the cars? So presumably, right? That's 105, that's 105, and then that's 110 in the middle? Oh, look at that. I didn't realize, but look. There are sparks between the wire and the conduit. Or whatever the heck it's called. The overhanging the wires. Also, do you know what grinds my gears about this game? Substantially. Also, you know what I didn't do? Hold up. Sorry, I've just realized that I made a huge mistake. I need to update the number of subs until the next sub emote. There we go. What do you know? Professional stream. Yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement in the vehicle details, etc. I mean, for example, the amount of information that you get is like nothing. I mean, how is this even relevant? Maximum speed, 75, empty weight. I have literally no idea what the empty weight means. I don't even think that it is relevant on sort of any level. But I mean, hey ho, that's fine. What really grinds my gears, as I was about to say, what really grinds my gears is the length of the platform, right? Like the length of the platform is, sorry, not the length of the platform, the number of platforms. How is it possible to run a complex train network with just 2 platforms? Like, this platform can store up to 1,500 people, and yet it only has 2 tracks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. 225677. Hey, how you doing? Anyway, yeah, that's my little sort of bugbear, which I like to complain about. Anyway, how am I doing finance-wise? Have I made money? I mean, I won't have made money this year. Last month, I did actually make money. Hey. I am actually making money, and it's feeling good. Yeah, I feel like knowing the length of the car or train is much more important. Much more important. Absolutely couldn't agree more. Right, let's get in another signal over here. Yeah, nice. Yeah, there's so much more better information that needs to be conveyed. There really is. I tell you what, I actually think that I should probably try and double up these tracks if I possibly can. Yeah, I think I maybe want to divert the course of this train. The reason that I want to do that is that I think that I don't actually have enough capacity on the tracks. Hold up. Greetings from Greece. Wowzers. An international audience. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Bill Papos 2005. That sounds like a very Greek name, to be honest. Hold up. I'm going to take back this bit of track right there. And instead I'm going to get this to come around here. And around here. Around here. Around here. Around here. Around here. And we're going to just basically double this track up as much as we possibly can in order to minimize the amount of wasted time. Right. Okay, and then we'll finally merge up there. How about that? Sure. There we go. Let's do that. Especially since newer models are typically lighter and shorter, allowing for more cars with the same individual capacity. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. What winds me up, right, is that there's no like division, right? So you can't even see the difference without hovering over them. And for example, this boxcar is a complete waste of time. Like they're basically literally the exact same type of truck. The fact that it only displays 30 kilometers per hour, well, everything here is 30 kilometers per hour. But 30 kilometers per hour is not relevant to the maximum speed at which what the speed can go at, what the car can travel at. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Is this a new save or a continuation of the YouTube series? It is new. It is new. It is a grand send-off episode for the series, because I'm gonna be definitely playing this series in the future. But I think at the moment I've pretty much played about every single aspect of this game, right? Over the course of the 2 series that I've done on YouTube, I've pretty much done absolutely everything, including all of the new stuff, making cars, making everything really. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little rest on the series, and then come back to it once there's been a few more bits and bobs added to the game, and yeah, we'll do some more stuff. We'll do some more stuff then. So I thought this would be a pretty darn nice way to end out the game with playing it on stream. I think it's because they share an info card. Weight matters for power to weight ratio. I mean, it only matters. Well, first of all, I believe it only matters like ever so slightly. Like it doesn't actually matter that much. I mean, yeah, sure, you could add up all of the weights of the different cars, but at the end of the day, would that really make any difference? And if so, you would have to calculate, or you would have to do the sums by yourself. There's nowhere in the game that it says the power to weight ratio, because I mean, you'd have to grab the power of the engine from here, right? You'd have to grab the power of the engine. So the power of the engine is 3,720 kilowatts. And then you'd have to do the division yourself. It's just silly. I mean, I don't want to do that. It sounds unfun. I mean, it is unfun. Okay, the bulldozer big, it's there. When are the trucks coming back? No, I get the sentiment. I get you're saying that's what it could be for, but that's not what it actually is used for. It's just there as sort of holding information. I get it. I did indeed sound rather dismissive of the information that you were just giving me as a factual input rather than anything else. But no, I appreciate that. That is, I suppose, a use for it, and probably the only use for it. But does anyone look at it? I don't think so. I don't think so. But you know what? That's okay. There can definitely be some improvements for the future. Unfun. I meant orbital hype. Hey, that's right. Since you're a sub, you get the orbital hype emote, which was actually designed by the good man Rito himself. exclamation mark Rito. Which I would do, but if I tab out of this game, then the music stops and it all gets awful. Well, I say awful. It doesn't really get awful. Right, hold on a minute. I think I've had an idea here. Exclamation mark Rito. Thanks, Grumpage. Alright. Hold on. I think I've had an idea. I've had a one-of-a-kind idea. Okay. I want to change this around a little bit. I want to change this around a little bit. Ditch this path. Ditch this path for now. I want to get a better run up to this exclamation mark Grumpage. Yeah, unfortunately not yet. All right, hold up. This is right, go to the next platform. I'm going to redo this area just a little bit. Okay. What is going on here? Why is this not working? It should be working. Alright, there we go. Where did I build all of these things? Or when did I do it? I did it on stream. It's all been done on stream on today's stream. Hold up. Try cross this. Try cross this river. This river? This road. What am I talking about? I'll do my own thanks to Grumpage for being such a cool frood. A cool frood over the years and teaching Tato everything he knows. That's true. That's true. You did indeed teach me literally everything that I know. Alright, can I cross the thingy on this side? Okay, this is just an abject failure. Right, okay. Is it because there's a hidden footpath in here? Sometimes there can be a little bit of a hidden footpath in the road. Just a top tip for you all there. Right, this is just not working at all. Right, okay, look, you go to the next stop. Right, go, 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 go. Go, go, gadget. Go quicker. Right, try and ditch this. And now try and cross over. It's still not working. Why on earth not? Okay, let's try again. Let's try like this. Okay, this is one of the disadvantages about having a road network and a train station. This might crash the game, by the way. This might crash the game. Careful. I mean, you've seen it on YouTube, but I've had game crashes from less. Okay. Okay, get that all built. Right, wonderful. Convert that to a chain signal. Right, so there we go. We can give these guys a good old-fashioned run up now. I need to get the footpaths back because now I have no way to get to the train platform over here. Tell you what, that actually looks a heck of a lot better than it once did. Yeah, that is way nicer. I don't know if it'll be as effective, but that is what it is. Right, I'm still not super happy about the fact that I do narrow down to one specific little bit of track in order to just make it wider and just a few minutes later, a few seconds later, but it's fine. Yeah, the signals are a little bit of a problem. They're a reoccurring problem in this game. I think that look at this. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem here. The signals in this game are terrible. Are absolutely terrible. I mean, look, everything in this game has an excuse as to why it is terrible. The game is in early access. I love the game. It's really, really good. However, there are some bits that are just so infuriating that I need to call them out, you know? Right, can I merge back in here? There we go. Merge back in. Right, so what I'm basically trying to do is I'm basically trying to have two different separate loops. I did watch your Lifeless Planet series at all of 12 FPS. That deserves something. Wow, that is... Christ. I can't even remember that. Don't even make me think about that. You just make me cringe. I tell you what, though. That wasn't actually my computer. That was the game. That game was one of the worst optimized games I think that I've probably ever played. Not to mention, it was also a dog shit game. Excuse my French. It was a god-awful game, actually. In hindsight, of course. I mean, at the time, it was alright. But now I think everyone sets higher expectations of the games that they play, you know? Why? Why? Right, hold up. If I put that in there, will that work? Right, it looks like it will work. But it doesn't really provide the splitting that I'm after. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna put a signal right after the area is right after the station, basically. Right. I mean, that's kind of better. Right. That's confused you. That's okay. Right. Pull the signals back just a little bit. There we go. That should work a little bit better. A little bit smoother. How much time am I streaming for? Great question. I don't know. Probably another hour and a bit. Really, I just want to go the whole mile. I'm really enjoying this game. I think it's great. I think it's really good. I think I really started watching around the multiplayer trading game, Off-World Trading Company. That was good. That's a great game, actually. I think that game got a really hard. I think got pretty shafted. I don't think it's done fantastically. I don't think it's done badly, but I don't think it's done great either. Sort of an economic RTS. It was always meant to be a tough gig, but it was a good game. Right, let's get a hospital down over here. Sure. There we go. Yep, let's just get it built. Should I buy some personal cars? I feel like maybe I should. Just for the lulz, you know? Does anyone have a big bulldozer, by the way? Ah, are the big bulldozers untransportable? How much are the big bulldozers? Uh-oh. Is this an impossible feat? I think that they might be slightly too big. Yeah, I think they might be. Okay, 12 tons, 12-ton vehicle, 9-ton vehicle. Right, so this is the problem. 16-ton vehicle. That's what I've got at the moment. 16-ton vehicle is about the extent of what I can do it. They weigh 21 tons. I mean, there is a double whammy. Can I try with a double? I mean, a double might work. It also absolutely might not. Let's give it a shot. I've tried to use these doubles before, and they're garbage. Utter garbage. Right, so the bulldozers are kind of off the menu then, are they? Right, well that presents a significant amount of wasted time. Wasted production capability. I mean, I can still sell them. $19,000? Sure, I guess I'll sell them both. Oh, I was going to test. When's my next one ready? Hold on. Wait until loaded. Yep, wait until loaded. No, the double one does not even use the second part for vehicles. Yes, that is the one. That is what I discovered when I was trying to ship little ladders across the map. It was unbelievably irritating. Well, let's give the big bulldozer a shot on the back of this thing. It might just so happen that it doesn't use the second one for vehicles, but it might just work in terms of, like, totally allowed tonnage. I'm doubtful, but you never know. Okay, you know what? What have I done here? There's no reason to just ditch this. In fact, no. Keep that. Keep it all. I am worried about the throughput, though. Is that I cannot have... I just don't have the throughput through to this station. I need more platforms. That's what I need. I need more platforms to have more points of entry for the trains. That's what I need. Right. Let's wait until the bulldozer big is all finished. And see if by some weird miracle it does end up working. That'll be great. If not, it'll suck. But it's fine. And then maybe we can go and find another blueprint to buy. That did sort of torpedo my finances, that the bulldozer big. Let's see if I can find another one. How much does this weigh? 15 tons? I mean, 15 tons is just about the heaviest that we can transport, right? I have a question. Russian people are Orthodox Christians, so why are there Catholic churches? Are they Catholic churches? Are they Catholic churches? I mean, they do look very Catholic. I mean, well, I say they look very Catholic. All I know is that they don't look very Orthodox Russian. You can send it to your construction office? Oh, that's true. That's very true. I suppose I could actually do that with my bulldozer bigs. Right, how many? You take 16 tons. All right, so I can take 16 tons, which means that I can buy the... What is it? The, hold up, that's 6 tons. Roller, the roller is... Hold up, no, I don't want to... Why am I looking at an individual here? Oh, there we go. That is 4 tons. Covered hull, 4 tons. Harvesting. I think my best bet is... that concrete mixer. Let's buy it. Right. We bought it. We bought it. I tell you what, there's going to be an achievement one day for... Yep, there we go. There's going to be an achievement one day for unlocking all of the car vehicle designs. I think that would be a perfect thing. Change depot or workplace. Yeah, go here. Hey, look, he teleports across the map and across the building and then just works out here. It's a republic like Slovakia where the religion was Catholic. That's a good shout. I suppose in Russia it was Orthodox Christian, but in other Soviet republics it was otherwise. Like Poland as well. Poland was majoritively Catholic, I believe. So there you go. Lots of fun facts. Fun facts in chat. I like me some fun facts. Right. What are you doing? You're just being a nuisance, aren't you? Right. Just go in the bin. Go in the bin. Right. I mean, I can probably actually send you to that. Oh, it's full. Sure. Sell off this bad boy, and then instead you can just sort of trundle over there. There you go. Are you going to turn around in the middle of the road? Who knows? Right, let's see how much we get for this mixer. I think it will be underwhelming, whatever it is. Speaking of underwhelming, hold up. Why is this not working? Oh, it's because I've got stuff on the line. Right. Okay, that's looking pretty darn good. A bit more efficient. Right, cool. But I'm still not really getting as much oil or bitumen production or fuel production or anything really as much as I should be. The average gestation period for an elephant is 22 months and is the longest of all mammals. Wowzers. That's a really fun fact. That is a really fun fact. What the heck is going on here? Right, go there. Is that a fire engine stuck in an ambulance? Or is that an ambulance? That's a fire truck. I'm getting it to go between the cinemas. Why am I doing that? I should just sell it off. There we go. That's why I settled on the pavers. Small, expensive, easy to make. I think you're right. You're right about the pavers. You're right about the pavers. The pavers are, from what I can see, the right thing to make. I'm a subscriber since 3 months, and you don't know my name. Orbital Potato. A shark is the only fish that can blink with both eyes. I don't believe that. You're just peddling nonsense now. Next, you're gonna tell me that. I don't know. Next, you're gonna tell me that the sun is like a massive ball of hydrogen up in our sky. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Always be questioning all of the truths that people tell you are truths. You see, I know the sun isn't a ball of hydrogen in space. I know better than that. Alright, you know, I tell you what. My finances have, I mean, they've not excelled, but they've mediocred. Is that a thing? My real name is Orbital Potato? Yes, indeed. I actually changed it by deed poll just the other day. So, when the Queen knights me, she will say, "Rise, Sir Orbital Potato." Rise, Sir Potato. Is it also turtles all the way down? I believe so. I mean, that's what that is a legit myth, right? I mean, no, I'm obviously not questioning the validity of its turtles all the way down. I'm just saying, like, that's a sort of like a real like story. It's not just like a song or a book or a. It's an actual thing, right? I don't know, like it's a Terry Pratchett novel or something, isn't it? Something about turtles all the way down. It's an anecdote. So it's a legit thing, right? It was a thing before Terry Pratchett made it a thing, right? Is that a safe assumption to make? Right, how's my hospital doing? I should probably buy some ambulances. Ambulance-I. All of these ambulances can only have one passenger. That's a bit of a shame. What if you want to go for a joyride? Right, get some more roads. Some better roads. Oh no, come on. What's going on here? I have many questions. I have many questions. Everyone watching this stream has so many questions. That's a good inquisitive way to live your life. Always ask questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question, only a stupid answer. I believe that was an answer given to the question, what does the turtle stand on? It's a good point, but the turtle stands on another turtle. Ka-ching! That's right. That's right. What time is it in Scotland? It is 21:55. In my part of Scotland, anyway. In another part of Scotland, it could well be another time. Who knows? Who knows? It's a mystery. Right, should I connect up this? Should I make this a road? I mean, like, there is no good reason as to why it shouldn't be a road over here. Yeah. Right, not cancel the road, cancel the footpath. Yeah. Right, I might have found a good reason as to why it can't be a road over here. Might be pathing. Right. Okay. Hold up. Houston, we have a problem. Right. Okay, I think that there is a way to fix this. Hold on. I say fix. I mean, there is still a way to make this road a road properly. We need to come in from over there, right? And then we need to put the path in, like so. Yeah. And then this path needs to connect up to this path right here, or this path right here, and then right over there. There's a building in the way. They can enter via the main road entrance. That's true, they can. Although, this path is specifically for people that are far away, and therefore will not be able to enter without this sort of like shortcut. There we go. I think that'll make it better. There we go. All right. Yeah. So for example, all the way up here. Yeah. Or well, some of them. You get it. Far away stuff. 2157 in the UK, which currently includes Scotland. It's an overtly political statement right there, I must say. Controversial. All right, let's move swiftly on from that. That brief little non-conversation. All right, how many passengers? Lots and lots of passengers. 173 in that train. Nice. Nice. All right. Everything is looking good. I'm a little bit surprised that I haven't managed to get just a few more workers into the oil refinery and into the vehicle processing plant. I would have expected just a little bit more. Right, have I managed to get a single paver up and running yet? Have I made a single paver? I should have. Living in the last days of the kingdom? Yeah, it's a Pog champ. Right, no pavers. No pavers. Ah, a paver. How much are you worth? 39,000. Hey! Tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur. I don't believe that. I choose not to believe that. I don't believe your lies. It's filthy. Filthy. Horrific nonsense. What does everyone think of the intercontinental Inter-Republic highway? Is that the best term for it? An Inter-Republic highway? Have you ever shaved a tiger? That's a great question. Shaved tiger. A shaved tiger. No, I haven't actually. But I tell you what, I think that would be great. That'd be great to shave a tiger. I'll tell you what though. I reckon I could shave a squirrel. Right? I reckon I could easily shave a squirrel. And, you know, I think I'd actually be pretty good at it as well, you know? You're really lucky because I was born in England. Well, thankfully, I count my lucky blessings every day that I wasn't born in England. I said but no, it's a good place. It's a good place to live, work, stream YouTube. Right. I've spotted a little bit of road that I feel could do with a little bit of upgrading, so let's get it done. There we go. Nice. Nice. Tell you what, by the time I finish this stream, the entire place is gonna have brand new spanking road. What the heck is up with that zebra crossing right there? Oh my goodness. Looks like it doesn't know directions. It doesn't know where to go. What the heck is up with this? It's like two zebra crossings merging into one. Maybe it's an artistic art piece. Right, I tell you what I want to do. I want to get some Lenin's concrete monument. Yes, let's get some proper park stuff in here. I don't know if you've ever heard the song Park Life, but imagine that playing right now. And imagine me singing along to it and placing a bunch of monuments to Stalin and Soviet, not Stalin, the other one, Lenin, and chatting about Soviet greatness. Right, can we get the little statue of Lenin if that's not going to fit in? Right. Talking of zebras, zebras have black skin under their white coats. Not white skin as many people think. What do you mean many people think? What do you mean many people think? How many people actually think about that question? I don't know. That's got to be like a small percentile of the population. Right. Okay, this park is actually looking pretty darn nice, if you ask me. Right, let's ditch this. That's stupid. I don't think it's ever housed anyone. You think about these things? Well, might I say? I don't think most people think about those things. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can get... Oh, come on. Oh, you silly sausage. Oh, it's so close to working. Right, I'm gonna demolish a few bits and bobs to try and get this to fit in properly. I know I talked about wanting to always ensure that we had a... Right, there we go. Nice, looking good. Okay, there we go. Alright, you know what? That looks pretty darn good. I like the look of this little park here. It's not too... It's not too bad. Can I get more trees than just this? There we go. A couple of trees in there. See you later, Bill Papos. Good of you to pop by. Alright, seed some pine. Seed some whatever this is. There we go. You know what? This is looking pretty darn good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a red star monument. That does look like a monument too far. That looks pretty nice. Another one of those? No. Another one of Lenin's monuments. No. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna fly. I don't think it's gonna fly over there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, to be honest. I wish these things gave culture, though. I wish they gave culture. It would be so perfect if they gave culture, because it means that you'd be able to build them and, you know, actually have some sort of a benefit from them. But at the moment, they just don't do any benefit. Hey, I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you guys in chat. Does anyone know? I mean, I'll activate the cheat menu. Not like it really makes any difference in the game whatsoever. Activate the cheat menu. Have a little look at the cheat purchase area. Right. So if I want to buy, for example, a large customs house, how do I buy it, but buy it to trade in rubles? Because at the moment I can buy it to trade in dollars, and that is distinctly lame, and I'm not interested in doing that. How do I do that? I tell you what, I could get a customs house at the I could get a customs house like right here. That would be quite a good little experiment. Let's do that. You know, sure. Right. We're gonna implement pretty drastic changes. We're gonna get a customs house right about here. Large customs house. Don't mind if I do. Right, wonderful. How much does this even cost to build? Almost nothing. You need to be close to the border. Oh, that's a good shout. Let me see if I go and place one down right next to the Soviet border. Right, large customs house. Okay, I'm definitely closer to the Soviet border than I am to anywhere else. Ah, that does actually work. That is fantastic. That's really cool. Can't demolish these things though, so that's there as a permanent mark on the landscape. Wonderful. Just great. Anyway, I'm getting this area set up to take advantage of the fact that we can now do customs very, very, very much nearer the border than we originally could. I've sold the Americans some of my land. I've sold them some country. And it turns out that they were interested in buying, and now I own less country and they own more of my country. Right, can I get rid of this gosh darn tree? There we go. Right, get that. Nope. There we go, and there we go. Perfect. Right, get that all built, and then what I want to do is I want to have an out over there. I want to have an out over there. Yeah. And an out right over there. Okay, great. And then we want to curve around. Oh, in fact... Sure, build that. Why not? Curve that around and curve that around right there. Great. And then we'll just sort of melt that in together there. Perfect. All right. Let's see if this indeed makes any difference. Right, new stop. Right there. Unload. Delete that. Go there. Perfect. Right, to be honest, I could probably ditch one of these trains. I maybe don't need as many as I currently do. Your phone is dying? I know the pain. I know the pain. Oh my goodness, our first fire. This is so great. It's at a building where there is actually a road connection, so presumably a fire truck will be called and it'll all work out. No fire trucks are coming. I've not given my firemen any fire trucks. That's real stupid. That's real stupid. Right, there we go. Right, fire brigade is en route. That's great. Fire truck is called and is headed to the fire. Easy peasy. Let's get that fire extinguished. Summer breezy. Right, you're going to unload over here. That's wonderful. I think we have a problem. I think we have a problem. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Hold up. I think I have a solution. I think I have a solution. My solution is as follows. Let's delete all this. Delete all this. Delete that. Delete that a little bit. And then don't auto-build from rubles. Make some transformative changes to the landscape. And by that I mean, you know, landscape improvements. There we go. Right, that looks fine enough. Alright, now let's see if this actually works in the way that I would like it to. Right, that looks good. And that looks good. And that did look good, but now that looks much better. Right, crossing not allowed there. Fine. Just sort of gradually merge in. Hey, that looks semi-professional. Alright. Let's get it built. What do you know? That looks pretty darn good. That looks pretty darn good. And so that should bring forward our finances. We should find it a little bit easier to make that happen now. Right, bring this up here, around here, down there. Get that built. just so that we can allow the trucks to continue to travel all the way to the border. Yeah, why not? It'll give them something to do. And then we're going to see if we can make just a few more quids from the oil refinery. I think we're probably going to finish up in just a second here. It's been a fantastic couple of hours. Been going for 4 hours, about 4.5 hours actually. That's not too bad. And you know what? I am utterly shocked at the amount of money that we've made. Like, we've done pretty darn well, I would say. I mean, everything really is coming up orbital at the moment. That's coming up orbital to you. To you and you and you. Yeah, apart from the fact that we only have 2 train stations, that's really irritating. Aha! Haha! I have no fire trucks coming to deal with the fire. What? Ah, that is why I need to get a road connection over here. Right, there we go. Let's watch this fire be put out. Let's follow the fire engines. Sure. We can follow the fire engines and chat just as we're just as I'm disappearing into the sunset. This is the most lame of all of the fire trucks. This is an utter garbage fire truck. It feels almost disappointing to end on this note, but I mean, look at it. It looks pathetic. It doesn't even look like a fire truck. It looks like a toy. And it's going to kick up a bunch of dirt once it gets onto the dirt track. Mark my words. Oh, look at that. That is filthy. Filthy, I tell you. Absolutely filthy. All right, well, folks, we're gonna finish on up here. It's been real. It's been great. What a wonderful stream we've had. As I say, I'm probably going to be retiring this game for a while. I say retiring. Retiring's not the right word. Holidaying this game for a while. It'll be on the back burner for a little while. We got one more episode coming out in the series, which will be coming out probably tomorrow or the day after. And that'll be it there. This is, of course, with importing everything. As you start bringing your resources online, the money is ridiculous. I know. That's the crazy thing, is that I literally haven't, apart from oil, I haven't done any primary resource extraction. I haven't done any coal extraction, haven't done any oil extraction, haven't done any plastic, mechanical component, electronic component, electronics, fabric, or steel manufacturing. And I mean, I'm making money. I mean, if we have a little look. In the last month, as you can see, I made money. I mean, this year I obviously haven't made money, but I mean, this month to date, I would have made money if I didn't buy a whole bunch of track. I mean, this worked. This worked pretty darn well. I mean, this game needs a lot of work before it's ship shape and ready to go as sort of a full title. But I mean, I love it. I think it's great. I think this is fantastic. I mean, they released more content with the cars, right? When they released the whole car production line, that was really, really good. So I hope that they keep on releasing a bunch of updates that have that sort of scale of ambition. I mean, releasing a brand new line, basically entirely that combines so many of these elements that you're working on is really, really cool indeed. But yeah, the game needs a bunch of improvements, but I love it for what it is. I think it's really, really great. NovoyaPotatograd seemed to work fairly well, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself, ladies and gents. As ever, feel free to check out the YouTube channel. I'm sure most people know about it. There you go. Check out Twitter as well. If you're interested in helping out on Patreon, you're more than welcome to. Get your name in a couple of series that I'm currently working on, including Oxygen Not Included. That's quite fun. But yeah, have a good night. Have a good day. I hope you have wonderful lives. I'm going to leave you to it. The Soviet music is about to stop abruptly as I tab out of the game. But instead of the Soviet music, you are instead going to get a wonderful little bit of Tombo Fry on the way out. See you later, folks. Have a good one.